We are live. Hey, pup. See ya. Love the model. Thank you. Pub made this one. Ye and Ha. Yes. Who up Loathing They West? I was gonna do the, unapologetic loading bit. But that's unapologetic. That Loathing is, that's the original. The model thing, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Pub made it. Pub made it. Kingdom of Loathing was the original. I see. Very fun. Who knew Pub had such artistic flair? I know. Well, tier 3 subscribers would know. If I had any. How's the volume? Not too loud? Avatar absolutely ruled. Thank you. E3 sub to get my amazing emote. I was exposed to Kingdom of Loathing a few days ago. Very recent, though. Wow. Yeah, so we're a little early today. Honestly, a little later than I wanted to be, but still early. Probably going to be a shorter stream, 3.5 to 4 hours. And then tomorrow will be an afternoon stream. We'll be going a little longer until we finish the game. Whatever we don't get to. Audio sounds pretty good as far as I can tell. Nice. Good. This is where I put my tier 3, etc. I see. But yeah, welcome, one and all, to West of Loathing. Why does this jelly look so angry? He's doing a little Clint Eastwood squid. Which is good, very fitting, because the reason we're starting early today is I have an appointment at the eye doctor. Or rather, I had one earlier today, and then I have something else to do around 3 my time, so in about 3.5 hours. But yeah, got a new prescription, or at least ordered a new prescription, which is nice. My new frames look almost exactly the same as the previous ones, just a little bigger. Ophthalmologist or optometrist? Like in a fight? I'd say the first one wins because it has more syllables. They squinky because they don't see well. Squinky, huh? Tell you're not animated, you don't have any frames? Alright. Damn, everyone just came out swinging today, huh? Alright. Well, I will say, my own bits have started to become the death of me. I was at work the other day, and someone bought in at my table, and they were like, just give me all green, the ones that are worth 25. He said, no red. Red is bad luck. Red is the ones that are worth $5. And when he said red is bad luck, I had to manually, with mental effort, stop myself from saying me when I'm 7 years old and I'm trying to justify why blue is the best color. Red is bad luck. More of an orange guy myself. Let's go. Nice callback. Good one, CA. Alright. Oh my god. Merrick fast pass in like the first couple of minutes of stream? God damn! The West really is a lawless land. Thank you, man. Look at that. The little blushies are very cute. God, I look like such a dork. I look like such a fucking goober. Especially with the round frames. I got, what is it? I got brow line frames in real life. I wanted to try and see what round glasses would look like on me, but unfortunately I have a very round face. The complete opposite of what you're seeing right now. And the last thing I need is more roundness up there. If we find glasses, you have to switch. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah. Drinking the last of my water in the first 10 minutes of stream. We're doing great. Why not? Character design rules say that'll make you look softer and friendlier. It just doesn't look good on my face shape. I think it's a little too much. Keep hearing about this game, but I have no idea what it's actually about. Really? Yeah, that's about where I'm at. I know Pub requested it, and he said that I would like it. But that's about where my knowledge ends. Go refill your water, then I'll do it at break. I'm hydrated as of now. Pub said to click the beans. Video games are great. So this is what we have to expect. I assume every single time I click the mouse, it will make a gunshot noise. But yeah, sorry the schedule's been so erratic. I can't promise it'll get better anytime in the near future because I'm scheduled to work the next 2 Sundays in a row. So I'm not working on Saturday. So I think I'll probably just stream the next 2 Saturdays, but yeah, things are a little up in the air. I have a feeling that once things stabilize, I will probably have to go back to my afternoon time slot, which I'm not loving because I was really liking the morning time slot here on Sunday and Monday. I felt like it was going really well, and we're also we're very close to partner. We're coming up on 75 average viewers this month, and that's like the big threshold to hit. We are like right there, and the last thing I need is to have to completely change my schedule. That would really, really fucking suck. So I'm hoping that I can find something to stabilize it at least long enough to keep that going. But we shall see. If I ever get full time, then the schedule's gonna have to completely fucking change anyway, because I'll only have 2 free days. So, you know. But for now, we will stream when we can stream. So yeah. Doing good. We're doing good. I don't really have much else to sort of open stream banter with. Do I want to do fan art now, or do I want to do fan art at break? I think we'll do fan art at break. We'll go for fan art at break because we've had a bit stocked up, and I'm meaning to do it at the start of the week. So we'll do it at break. For now, town ain't woke enough for the both of us, partner. Let's see. Let's get to it. Make my bounty go up? Man, I'm good. Interesting. Are these set characters then? Shelly Bassett. Grizzly Jones, Cub Oakley, Bjorn Littlefold, Bear Ford, Bear Ford, Corbin Bassett, Larry Cassidy, Griffin Earp, Griffin Johnson, Hawk Cody. Me when I need to cross a river, also I'm a bear. I mean, personally, I would have ordered it I would have gone for me when I'm a bear and I have to cross a river, personally, like, and also I'm a bear. It feels like you like waited too long and now you like, oh shit, also I'm a bear. You gotta get, that's establishing information. It's part of the establishing shot. Tony Holiday, Garfield Cody, Tony Canton. Why do we keep getting Tony? Leonard Smith, Garfield Holiday, Tom Walker, Tiger Maverick, Tom Scott? That's just a real person. Clyde McMurray, Frank Connor, Jefferson Moyer. Alright, well obviously we have to go for first name Jelly, last name the Kid. Naturally. Please, please. Mr. the Kid was my father. Call me Jelly. Well, hold on. Perfect. I think that's probably as close as I can get. Alright. I think we're ready to roll. Unless, can I... Oh, I got a little nose now. The bounty is very important. I'm ready. Play as Jelly the Kid. We're ready to get going. Are you? Yeah. What? No gunshot? I see. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. Cowpuncher, Bean Slinger, Snake Oiler. If you click, it gives details? Okay, gotcha. Cowpunchers solve their problems with their fists, whether it's shaking them at a disagreeable feller in a disreputable saloon or using them to punch a slightly more disagreeable feller in a slightly less reputable saloon. You've heard that cowpunchers are in demand out west as the cows came home, which stands to reason. The cows aren't going to punch themselves after all. Okay. I need to gather more information before I make a statement that could be potentially damaging to Pub's reputation. One moment, please. Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Loathing, and the Bean Slinger is the mystical master of both. You've heard there's a shortage of cooks out west since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks having been brutally killed by the cows. Snake oilers rely on their moxie and chutzpah to tame snakes, their fearlessness and to extract potent oils from those snakes, and their cleverness to manufacture and sell potions made from those oils. You've heard snake oilers are doing really well out west since the cows came home. Everybody needs potions and hope in these dark days, and also out west is where all the best snakes live. I need to gather more data before I make the statement I'm going to make. I just know that there is a thought brewing, especially with the cowpuncher description. Did you know that snake oil actually did have legitimately helpful medicinal qualities, but the Americans who jumped in on the trade and took it over from the Chinese immigrants would just fucking lie and claim random bullshit oil was the real deal? Yeah, that sounds like the American dream right there. So that's how snake oil salesmen got their name? Yep. American ingenuity, baby. We love to exploit others for money. I'm feeling Snake Oiler, personally. I do love to navigate the world with Moxie and Chutzpah. I want to be a Snake Oiler. Gotta love that entrepreneurial attitude. Yep. Hold on, let me move the mic closer so maybe it won't pick up my little clicks and clacks. Wait, is this can this be a controller game? Can this be a controller game? It can be a controller game. Not that that's any... Well, it's a little... Yeah, okay. This will be a controller game then. L1. Jelly the Kid. Oh, Christ, there's so many stats. Grit. The extent to which you're truly gritty, the higher this is, the tougher your beat. The lovelier your get up and get her done. The higher it is, the quicker you are. Look at that status quo. Classic hero's journey. The black background, your body is gone. It's just a floating head. Such is the limitation of the style at the time. Before you do anything, check the options. Automatically spend XP. Allows the game to level up your skills for you. Attempts to create a well-rounded character. No! I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna make an... I'm sorry. You want me to play an RPG and not allocate my stats if I have the option? Absolutely not. What am I fucking playing an RPG for if I can't put my numbers where I want them? Show combat grid? Yes. Nerd mode. Displays a log describing what happens in combat. Provides a few other pieces of metagame information in various places. I would like nerd mode, I think. Turn on colorblind mode? You never know. You never know. Remembers your inventory filtering and sorting options instead of defaulting to every... what the fuck? Okay. Best font mode. Changes the typeface of the game to Arial. Please don't do this. Oh, no! Oh, my God! Jesus! Oh, how... Christ, how horrifying. Horse? Alright, I'm thinking we go horse, just 300% on horse, and everything else should be fine. Horses are, as we all know, extremely loud and terrifying creatures. So they should be given the volume which demands such respect. That's speed, not volume. As we all know, horses are very fast and terrifying creatures, and they should be given a speed which reflects that fact. All right. Hey, Russell, how you doing? Caw. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw, caw, caw. Feed Russell a cricket. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Maybe it's time for you to leave, too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, and flies away to the west. You love him, let him go. Time to hit the trail. It must be the fourth wall. This weird poster appeared here one night. Goodbye, desk chair. Comb hair? Comb your hair one last time. You gain 1 experience. Awesome! You read the spine of one of your books. Vicky Swift and the Mystery of Witch Graveyard. I read that one 10 times. Read another title. Bill Smith and the Curse of the Grizzly Mansion. Rufus liked this one as much as I did. Stella Danger in the Haunted Woods. Mom gave me this one a few years ago. Annie Jones and the Spooky Bridge. I love that one. Ruth Drew and the Secret of Grizzly Grove. I read that one 10 times. Okay, we're doing Mad Libs. Goodbye, phonograph. Turn it off. You pull the needle away from the cylinder and stow the handle away. And stow the handle away. Keep reading. Oh! Oh, hey, this one might come in handy. You got an item. Walking stupid. Let's see. Unlock stupid walking as an option. This book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who was really, really bad at walking. Read the book from cover to cover and learn how to walk really stupidly. Stupid walking has been added to your options menu. You get a perk, stupid walking. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. Awesome, just like Disco Elysium. I see. Oh. Well, he seems happy about it. Oh, Christ. No, that's okay. I don't think we need that. Some of them aren't even really walks. I think we'll walk normal. Your living room. What a mess. Stack firewood. Are there just enough activities, perhaps, for me to get exactly one level before I even leave home? This hearth really puts the hearth in hearth and home. And it's in the home, too. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. Mom's pie safe. It keeps all her pies safe. You'll miss meals with the family. Your little brother's room. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Disquistiones Arithmete. Arithmetica? Yeah, Arithmetica. Arithmetica? No wonder I never know what he's talking about. Pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. On the application to dynamics of general mathematical method previously applied to optics. No wonder I never know what he's talking about. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Lections Geometricae. How many different languages do you need to know to learn about numbers? It's your kid brother's toy box. Look inside. Maybe the most important item we've ever gotten, I think. This is one of your kid brother's weird puzzles. Fiddle with it. Your brother already had it most of the way solved, but you figured out the last couple of moves. You gained 1 experience. Hooray! You already solved it, and if you mess it up again, it'll be messed up forever. Oh, yeah. That's true. You need 100 XP in this house, but to level up, you need EXP. XP is never used. That'd be pretty good. Alright. And we're off. Your family's farm. No time to screw around in the woods. Time to head west. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted from Crimbo. I know it's early, but the one about picking locks? Oh boy. The one about desert survival? Oh boy. The one about bartering? Oh boy. I think the one about bartering, naturally. No, well, always lockpicking? I usually go for hacking, personally. Then again, can you right-click chat source and try setting blending mode to sRGB off? Why? Or is it hard to read on this white background? Is that what's going on? Hold on. We're a bit low contrast. I see. So right-click chat source and try setting blending mode. Blending mode. Normal, add, subtract, screen, multiply, lighten, darken. Blending method, you mean? sRGB off? Is that better? Is that any better? So much worse? I see. Unless that was the incorrect chat box. That was the incorrect chat box. One moment, please. There we go. That should be better. You know what? I say lockpicking. The one about picking locks? Oh boy. That's the one. Enjoy it. You got an item. Locks and how to pick them. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. She hugs you. I will, Mom. Goodbye. This book is a comprehensive guide to advanced lockpicking techniques. It's got a whole chapter on tumblers. Quickly memorized the entire book. After you're done reading it, you donate it to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their escape. Go, orphans, go! This is the lockpicking cowboy. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad. Time for me to leave, Dad. His lip quivers a little bit. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's briefcase full of snakes. Thank him. Thanks, Dad. Good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. Venom level 3, medicine level 3. There are a lot of snakes in this briefcase. Extract some venom. Grab a bottle and squeeze some snake venom into it. Squeeze some medicine. I assume that your mom was going to give you the book on tigers or something regardless of your choice. I see. Should I just fully extract? We'll figure that out in a bit. I picked the right class. I love poison. I love poison. So much. I love poison in videos game. Amazing. Hello there. It's a haystack. Dig through it. No way! Silk Song! It's not for sewing. It's for picking locks. Your brother Rufus is standing there looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his... No! 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 I had Alt F4. I had Alt F4. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. Alright, bye, Rufus. Let's see what he does. If he... I don't want... Please don't take it. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Say goodbye. Hey, Rufus. Time for me to head west. Still don't understand why... Sorry. Still don't understand why you're leaving. You got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? To help to help people. You've read the papers, Rufus. The people out west are in trouble. They need all the help they can get. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year. That statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. Okay. You say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You give him a playful punch on the arm. Alright. How do we quit the game entirely and start over? Such a stupid fucking joke. Such a stupid fucking joke. Sorry, the adult was my grandfather. Call me Jelly. Of course. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Feed Russell a cricket. Maybe it's time for you to leave too. Time to hit the trail. Hold on, we don't want to leave. Nothing on the hat rack today. All cleaned up. Alright, I have an idea. I think if we say our goodbyes first... Can we go back inside? We can. Okay, perfect. Brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. Pretty good at looking nervous, yep. You know what? To seek my fortune. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. Get in there. Come on! He's busy drawing pictures in the dust. Give him his puzzle back. I did get stupid walking. Didn't solve the cube. I'll be back for it. I'll be back. Go west, young man. Hitching a ride across the Great Plains. Director, Zach Johnson. Cinematographer, Victor Thompson. Film editor, Kevin Simmons. Christ, that horse looks terrifying. Dialect coach, Riff Connor. Dialect coach? Stunt coordinator, Wes Cleveland. Key grip, Chris Moyer. Boom operator, Ryan Ike. Yeah, he did a good job. You can't even see him. 200 miles later. Imagine how many miles away that would have been if we didn't set our horse speed to max. You literally fell off a fucking turnip wagon. Well, the bad news is that you fell off the cart and got knocked out for a couple of hours. Now you got no ride, no meat, and no prospects. The good news is that you're in town, rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Get up and dust yourself off. The town of Boring Springs. A turnip. Dusty turnip. Hello there, sir. Beg your pardon, mister. Why did... Oh, I see. Can I... Will it kill me? Ow! You got a perk. Mostly scabs. I don't... What... Where can I see that? You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with the constant tiny puncture wounds. Max HP... I'm so good at video games, dude. I'm so good at video games. Holy shit. This is very encouraging. Chunk of wood from a broken hitching post. Broken board. A sign on the door reads, "Gone drinking." Step right up, step right up. Braid's the name, and trade's the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid. Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I'm trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. I'll take some dynamite for this needle. Braid, which is so not a name, takes your needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. Awesome. Alice MD, get lost. Topeka, 60 miles. Nope, you're not allowed in Topeka anymore, remember? You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself. And the name's Bill. It's Bristly Bill! What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. That's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus? Oh, haha. No, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keep me drunk pretty much most of the time. Keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it is a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. Wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or something, do you? No, sorry. Well, if you happen to find one, keep me in mind. Will do, Bill. The Sheriff. Boring Springs Sheriff's Office. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. What? He sighs. The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? As a matter, depends on the work. Well, how does this grab you? There's a gang of hoodlums around here that call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out of the, and took my cell door with them. It ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and/or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you. Keep you out of trouble. Takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. Got an item, deputy pistol. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town. Maybe you didn't notice, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. Takes a little note on your map. You discovered a new location, the Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it. I'll be back with the door. We're here to get the door. The dirty mug here. Grab it. Recovered mug? We're so good. Wanted for bird theft. Naked Mike Bernstein, 200 meat. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. Apply in person at the Yuma Marshal's office. Wanted. Bimmy Fricker for face thieving. Reward 420 meat. Let's see. As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dagnabbit? Well, I can't drink here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat or leave a hat box next to the door. Check out the box. Look through the box and find a battered derby. That looks like something you'd wear. No, my hotkeys. I've been betrayed. Sorry, one moment. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Thanks, sir. Pete. Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy, nod. Say, feller. Yeah? You heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. Alright, I'll keep it in mind. I already have a hat. What'd you do with two? Multi-hat? Should probably leave him alone. It's locked. No! Oh, wait. Hold on. Didn't read my locks on how to pick them. Briefcase full of snakes. Examine it. Damages an enemy in combat and sometimes useful outside of combat as well. You examine the dynamite. It's got an end you light and an end that blows up. Okay, just checking. +1 Moxie on the hat. Okay. You traded your needle for dynamite? I think I could still do some effective lockpicking with this. Increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. I'm taking some venom and some medicine. The woman glares at you. You should probably just let her drink. Howdy, I'm Jelly. Howdy, Jelly, I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you want? I'm the town jostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Gotcha. How's that working out for you? Oh, the horses are just flying out the door. Well, on account of their speed being 300%, I can imagine that's true. So business is booming? Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Oh, is that why you're here drinking instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One, kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Game better have 1 door with lockpicking impossible because the door was already open. That would be a good bit. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each. Bartender finally notices you. Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, barkeep. Name's Jelly. What brings you to our little backwater? Ask about work. Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. And more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. Ask about the railroad. The railroad? Manifest Destiny Railroad Company from back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so. And they're hiring? Oh, I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that. Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damn cows. Lots of opportunity there. She pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought. Yep. If I were a younger woman, I'd probably head that way myself. About errands. Yeah, this Forsaken Burg is always falling apart in one way or another. Hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have someone doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoking from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere. I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. Weak fungicide. I'll take care of it. It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know without even looking at it, it's absolutely disgusting. Look in it. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum. It looks like some teeth as well. It's disgusting. And the smell, even from a distance, it's horrible. Look closer. You are now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what's wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? Get it. You reach your hand in towards the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough of a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes it sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Search. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations. Hooray! +1 to all stats. Worth. So worth. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit that it was worth it. It was! Spit trough chance. That's crazy. That would be an absolutely fucking insane Chan concept. Fucking Christ. I mean, naturally, the personality writes itself on that one, but we don't have to talk about it. These two are playing poker, or at least trying to. So does she do the spitting, or... I'll leave that to artist interpretation, I suppose. Two are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth in their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Good luck, you two. Wait, I have a mug that I can return. I found this mug. You hand in the recovered mug and collect your bounty. Thanks. Tip your hat to the bartender. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby. A real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch. Alright. Can I play? Would you rather date Spittoon-chan or Pish-chan? Well, I think most relationships involve swapping spit to some degree anyway, so probably Spittoon-chan. Can I play? They look at you nervously. Look, I have some meat. Let's play. You put 20 meat on the table and sit down before they can say no. One of them shuffles the cards sloppily and deals a new round. You get a pair of 10s, plus a 2, a 3, and a king. Well, we've got the moxie for it. Do I have the moxie? I have one from my hat. I think I had one naturally, and then I got one from the ring, right? Bet crazily. Eat this. All in, suckers! Sweat gushes from their faces as they read the how to play poker card again, but eventually they both add 20 meat to the pot. Okay, read them and weep. You show your pair of 10s plus 2, 3 king. Guy on the left has a full house, 3 jacks and 2 jacks and 3 aces, and the gal on the right somehow got a straight flush, 2 through 6 of hearts. Hornswoggle them. You explain that jacks are worth 9 points each, giving the guy on the left a total of 21 points, while the gal on the right's 20 and you're 25 plus a king, and the king represents, oh hey, look over there. They look, and when they look back, they don't notice the 10 meat missing from each of their piles. Collect your winnings and stand up. They thank you for helping them learn the game. Easiest meat of my life. Pile of old... Oh, we'll get one of those for Bristly Bill. Hello there. Crate of Nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails you. I guess we never established your age. Well, I'm Jelly the adult, so I'm at least of drinking age. Good thing the legal drinking age here is can reach the top of the bar. You got an item. Nurse brand whiskey. Whiskey is too cheap for you to even consider drinking it, and given your legendarily low standards, that's really saying something. How do I... Hats, okay. Pistols, weapons, rings. Best item, where is... Should I just make all of this? I assume that I can refill it later. Yeah. Hello there. The goblin shouts, Bree Yark. I see. Weak fungicide. This will deal 25 damage to the target, assuming... Okay. How do I move? Oh, I don't need... Do I need to move? Pistol, 7 to 8 damage. Melee, 4 to 5 damage. Snake Whip costs 1 AP. How much AP do I have? 5 damage, apply 1 poison. Pull a snake out of your briefcase and deploy it on your side of the battlefield. Won't end your turn. Hi, Lurf. Oh, welcome, Lurf Raiders. How's it going? Good to see ya. Strange getting a raid from you, considering the hours you stream. I woke up and I was like, 4 hours ago. What the fuck? But welcome. We're playing West of Loathing. We're in our very first fight now. When it says won't end your turn, does that mean that I started streaming at like 2 a.m.? Good lord. Get some rest. Oh my god. Thank you for the raid though. Hope it was a good stream. Were you still playing that not visual novel? Was it a visual novel? Kind of like the Danganronpa type thing? It won't end your turn. Will it use an action point? I guess we're probably going to be using it anyway, so... Oh my god! The goblin's fungal flesh disintegrates and it suffers 25 damage. The goblin is defeated. Having dispatched the goblin, you pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Jesus. Alright, well. Look how high effort the shadows are. The VN with a little bit of puzzle strategy gameplay mixed in. Ooh, that's fun. Took care of that goblin. This is the kind of game where I would agonize about being able to use the fungicide for some oddly specific purpose in the end game. 20-minute strategy for 1 second of action. That's the way we do it, baby. Here on the Jelly channel, we think before we act. Not before we speak, though. Took care of that goblin. Thank you kindly, Jelly. I knew you was a stand-up fella the moment you walked in here. She reaches under the bar and grabs a bag of meat. Anyway, I'm heading to take a nap. Have a great stream. Take a nap? Take a sleep. Take a sleep. It's time to sleep. Sleep. A whole rest. Long rest, not short. Night, Lurf. Thanks for raiding. Here you go. It's the least I can do by way of thanks. 200 meat. Tip your hat. Tip your hat to the bartender. Just thought I'd say howdy. The bartender smiles. Well, then mission accomplished, I reckon. Take your leave. How's it going, Sally? The woman glares at you. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowboy who's gonna be searching the spittoon for his teeth if you don't leave me in peace. Okay, bye-bye then. Howdy, Susie. Okay. A horsery. BS horsery. 1,000 meat for a horse? Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. Tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. That's rough. Maybe I can help? Oh, God, yes. Thank you. Please, I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat for finding them. Okay. How many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. Draws 3 little pictures on your map. Borehole Mine, Boring Springs Boneyard, 1,000 snake. Well, I am a snake oiler, so I believe we'll be going to Snake Gulch to make some new friends first. Why these places? I think they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. How does that work? They're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay, will do. See you later. Makes sense to me. 300 miles is too far to go on foot. You need a horse. I assume that I can just travel to these locations on foot. We gotta go to the Thousand Snakes Gulch. They're our friends. Snake looks sleepy, but not that sleepy. Oh, hold on. This is gonna deal 10 damage. It has 10 health. Fight fire with fire, as they always say. A sleepy rattlesnake is defeated. You have slain a snake. Before long, they'll call you Snake Murdering Jelly. Collect 1 venom and 1 medicine. Nice. Another snake? Well, I guess it's not called One Snake Gulch. Snake bites you, using muscle for 4 damage and 1 poison. No. This one has 15 HP. Oh no. Item Dynamite. Inflict 5 poison on the target. Does poison work the same way it does in Slay the Spire, I assume? Giving up is the same as losing. Let's see. Whip it. Jelly the adult takes 1 damage from poison. You don't have enough AP to use the skill? Oh, I see. Alright. Get him! The startled rattlesnake is defeated. Make short work of that long snake. Do we heal between fights? Seems like it. Snake looks really angry. You're gonna need every trick in the book to beat this one. I'm good at tricks. Alright. I only have the 1 action point. So I'm gonna deploy the snake. That's not good. Alright. Well, that's only gonna restore 5 HP and he's dealing 5 damage. So we can probably just attack this turn and then... How does poison work? Is it every turn? If so, I think we should probably use a basic venom line. Oh, it doesn't have my turn! Damage. Get him, get his ass, and then poison will kill him. We're fucking gaming! Let's go! I'm a tactical genius! An angry rattlesnake is defeated. Nice work. If the whole cowboy thing doesn't work out, you could always get a job as a snake exterminator. This horse has gone snake crazy. Or maybe he was just some other kind of crazy before. Approach him. Hey there, boy. Hey, fella. I'm a friend, okay? It's cool, alright? Be cool. Don't freak out on me. Look him in the eyes. You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare, and the other is revolving madly in its socket like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now that it's clear you aren't actually made of spiders. Pat his nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit, okay, a lot, but seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. That's a good boy. Feed him oats. You hungry, boy? I've got a little treat for you. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny, or rather with a winargle. Yeah, winyargle. Hopefully he's headed home and not in the 12th dimension. Alright, I have to deploy it. I'm so sorry, pub. This is extremely homestuck writing. You don't have to walk all the way back over there. Hit M or click the map icon to travel quickly. I knew you were thinking that. So you must have agreed then. You must have agreed. Boring Springs Boneyard. Our founder, Zephaniah Boring, 1806 to 1885. He was actually a really interesting guy. Bug? Nice. Benjamin Crockett, 1320 to 1364. He showed up way too early. Beauregard Skeleton Captain, 3rd Cavalry, 1820, 1866. It was really noisy. Hey there, buddy, you okay? Skeleton! You're not getting past it without a scuffle. A scuffle it is! Is that a compliment to Homestuck or a compliment to this game? I'd say it's a compliment to this game, but the pub, it's an insult to his character. I say deploy Snake. It's closer to Problem Sleuth, actually. I think, yeah, I would say so. Whoa! You can't... Rude! What the fuck, man? You can't just hit my snake like that. It's a pastiche of a specific era of American history. Skeleton collapses into a pile of loose bones. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spooky, translucent horse. You approach the weird, semi-transparent horse cautiously, so as to not startle her, though you quickly come to the realization that this is not a horse that startles easily. Hello there, friend. Hi, hello there. Hi, I'm a friend, okay? Nay. That's a little strange. How did you do that without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. Brr. Pat her on the nose again. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. Brr. You get the idea. Feed her the oats. Here you go, girl. Have some oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Brr. Please don't look at me like that. Try the oats again. You hold the oats out again, but the horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up bones with. Grave dirt? Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. Add some grave dirt to the oats. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them, then eats them. And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Bizarre. Silas Cochran, 1895 to 1895. A baby? Elizabeth Cochran. I feel like I read these out of order. 1887 to 1895. Beloved daughter. Timothy Cochran, 1855 to 1895, devoted husband. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, no. Oh, hold on. They all died at the same time. I was misinterpreting something. It was like, damn, she was only 12. Devoted husband. Okay, hold on. No plot for the wife, so perhaps still alive. Off to the Ore Hill Mine. This definitely does not bear closer scrutiny. We already put our hand in the spittoon. We're fine. There's still some meat ore in this cart. Dig through it. 65 whole meat. And a dirty mug. Is the wife perhaps the lady from the bar? Was her name Susie Cochran? It may have been. This mechanism is labeled Cargo Elevator Control. A poster on the wall behind reads, Level 1, Blasting Cap Storage. Level 2, Plungers, both kinds. Level 3, Tools. Leave the elevator alone for now. Examine the controls. Yeah, okay. My cart is still full. Unrefined Meat Nugget. Looks dangerous. At least there's no plunger hooked up to it. I see. So we need the plunger first. Plungers! Sign lied though. There's only the one kind. Take one. Detonation plunger. Blasting cap storage. Grab one. Dang it. Looks like you're gonna need a crowbar to pry one of these crates open. On it. It's a toolbox, but it's locked. Damn! Blast and damnation. Go back to the town of Boring Springs. Looks like my pale horse made it back safe. Thanks for your help. Anytime. Thanks for finding my crazy horse. He's eating loco weed again, wasn't he? Not that I noticed. Sir, can you sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you though, horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. Which one are you interested in? I'll take the spooky pale one, please. Good choice. That's a good horse if you like that sort of thing. I'll sell it for 1,000 meat. Rats, I don't have that much? I'll come back when I get some dough. I'm 50 off. Okay, well if I return my 2 mugs, I'll have just enough. Hold on. There's some bales of hay in the horse. That's true. There are bales of hay. So anytime I find a bale of hay, I can get a needle from there. Awesome. Found these mugs. What if there's a 4th better horse, though? Fine. We'll go to the mine first. 3. Crowbar. Managed to unlock the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. A full handstand on the lantern is crazy. Blasting caps. Yep, there we go. The plunger up to it. Add a blasting cap. Okay, you succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. Press the plunger. Kaboom! We did it. Hello there. You see the dark horse. Barely. Oh, hold on. Some more meat? Looks like something buried here. Need a shovel. Hey there, girl. It's okay. I'm a friend. The horse shies away from you. Though in this case, it's more like cripplingly introverted away from you. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Pat her on the nose. As you reach out to pat her nose, the horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Oh, come on. Eat her the oats. Take a handful of oats from the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Yum yum. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Name is louder than you. I was thinking the same thing. It does seem like we're getting a little... I don't know why it got so loud. That should be better, maybe? It's still very loud for some reason, but that should be a little better. Come on, please, eat the oats yourself. Look, they're fine, okay? See? Take a handful of the, from the bag and toss them into your mouth. Ugh, it's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food, don't ask. You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Geez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See? Perfectly fine. Take a handful of oats out of the bag. Pat her on the nose. See? The horse hunches her shoulders and seems to shrink slightly as you pat her nose, but she doesn't actually flee. So that's something. There's a good girl. Feed her the oats. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of the oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures to something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Alright. We're gonna turn that to like 20%. Oated horse. 4 oated horses. Off I go then. Alright. The town of Boring Springs. Alright, chat. Which horse do we want? What are we feeling? Go to the Fricker gang? Alright. We'll go to the Fricker gang first. Introvert horse. Oh, wait, newspaper. Much obliged, partner. Let's see here. What can I do in return for the favor? Oh, I know. My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Ore Hill Mine. It's yours if you go find it. If you go and get it, I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Outhouse at Orhill Mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kind of stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. Stick the newspaper to him. Perfect. And that's exactly what I was wondering where we get a shovel. Look behind the outhouse. Hey, he wasn't kidding. Not that this would have been a funny thing to kid about, I guess. Well, we don't kid anymore. We've grown up. I vote introvert horse. That's 2 votes introvert horse. A silver nugget? That's fucking worthless. It's not meat, so why do I care? Me when I'm 7 years old and I'm on a carnivore diet. The Fricker Gang's hideout. Thud Fricker, the Fricker Gang's intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Let me wake him up. You poke Thud with your boot. Slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Thud is... Well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar, if we assume that that in 7 years from now, and that idiom makes sense, you feel bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. Thud, you don't want this life. Take a hike. Okay, you're probably right. Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. You get a perk? Honorable. Everything except what I want. Oh, I have to spend my experience. Okay, damn. Oh, I have enough for 1 level of something. You can pick complex locks. Honorable options will be available in some situations. You can save it until you need it. I see. I would like to save up to buff up Deploy Snake. Deploy Snake seems like the best ability. Oh, I can also just flat out upgrade my stats as well. Plus 20% to meat gains, plus 5% item finding capacity, plus 1 liver capacity. Speed, max A. Oh, max AP is pretty good though. Hold on. Maybe we save. Maybe we spend just a little bit to get. Or is that? I think I'm reading that mouse. That wrong. I said no. Just FYI, with mouse, you can hover over items and perks when you need them. Gotcha. I think I wouldn't be getting another AP yet. I think I'd just be getting a +1 to speed. Thank you, mouse. Intolerance. Oh, I can just also upgrade my stats flat out. Amount of damage you do with spells, and the amount of damage you take from spells and elemental attacks from bad guys. How much damage you deal when shooting, and how much damage you take when getting shot. I see. When you were a child, you wanted to walk so badly. You finally have. It's a beer barrel cactus. Requires forage. No, I knew I should have taken desert survival. Pile of random stuff the Fricker Gang stole. Finders keepers. 25 meat, recovered mug, pair of silver cufflinks. If you wore a fancier shirt, you might have some use for these. One of the Fricker boys is dozing in the bathtub. Can you pass the soap? He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and the tub. Cool. Alright, need that for bartering, obviously. You cautiously approach the Fricker Gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather his name is Snipe, and that the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Approach them and talk. Howdy, boys. Deal me in? The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? I'm here for the sheriff's door. I'll show you the door. The door to hell! He reaches for his gun. Alright, this did not need to escalate this bad. How do I change my target? Oh, there we go, okay. Sturdy barrel providing cover. Okay, so if I throw the dynamite at him, is the barrel gonna protect him, or? No, okay, get fucked. Awesome. Not a lot of cover from the looks of it. The leaders of the Fricker gang are dead by your hand. The sheriff will be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. Time to recover the sheriff's door. Got the recovered mug? They won't be needing this anymore. Pile of the Fricker's ill-gotten gains. 50 meat? That's basically nothing. We got the sheriff's door. Nice. Alright. I should probably... If I tie him up, I feel like he's gonna drown. We'll just leave him. I'm sure that's fine. Off to the town of Boring Springs. Go turn in those mugs. Maybe we can say hi to Susie again. Are you Susie Cochran? How'd you know my last name? Saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. Saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and couldn't do nothing about it. Bartender said it was cows? Cows, right. I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me in the place when she passed. I recently read some of the early Bleach manga and laboriously exhaled air when I was reminded that the main character is called Uryu. Thank you, Jelly. Of course. Uryu. Go on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that I used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple days ago. Happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. The cows smashed in the front door and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that. What did you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and saw Tim trampled right in front of me. She drains her glass. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Sorry. She refills her mug from a bottle on the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here and no desire to stay. Can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It's my ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Where is it? Left at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me. Yeah, I'll go get it. I have honorable after all. Susie shows on the map where her ranch is. You discovered a new location, the Cochran Ranch. Oh, hold on. Free experience? I'll take it. Is there any more? And a mug! Who the fuck buries a mug? Anyway, we have some soap. Hello there. I'll trade this soap for a lock. Okay. How about some free dynamite? I see. Very nice, Luna Panda. Thank you. See, the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cellar door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hands it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. He produces a big bag of meat. Got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. I just so happen to have one. You hand the lock to the sheriff. That'll do nicely. The sheriff, my bad. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger? You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. Are you gonna fucking lock me up? Pick the lock? You definitely picked the lock. You unlocked the cell door. Better let the sheriff proclaim the key himself, so he has something to do today. I unlocked your cell for you. Sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. Looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. It's a good job you done. Don't mention it. Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs. Replica Sheriff's badge. Replica Sheriff badge. Thanks, Sheriff. +1 armor. Amazing. And we're off to the Cochran Ranch. All the water in this trough is boiled away. Susie's ranch house is burned to the ground. No. Something behind this door is making some pretty awful noise. Okay, well, we won't do that just yet. Never mind, it's the only thing left to do. Go through it anyway. Cellar. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. Varmint skin and knife. Allows you to collect skins from beasts after combats. Alright. Those pies were not safe. Oh, hello there. This thing looks angry. You're not going to make it safe without dealing with it. Deal with it. Fight, fight, fight! Alright. A pyrobow. Alright, send out the snake. Get him! That's rough. I'll probably shoot him. And then Snake finishes him off. Easy money! We kept the sheriff's deputy. We're just taking him with us out of town. Jelly, you're on fire right now! It will pass! You defeated that nasty cow skull floating in the cloud of flame. The Cochran family's gun safe. Grab Susie's rifle. Alright. We're out of here. Found my rifle yet, stranger? Yep, here she is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Jelly. Thanks, Jelly. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment and looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Alright. Found this mug. I think that's all the mugs, maybe? Just take this mug from the table and be like, hey, I recovered one. Alright. And then I think we don't have anything left to trade. Just closed. Done with the Fricker gang. Do you think this game contains an XKCD reference? XKCD? I don't know what that acronym is off the top of my head. Alright, I think it's time to buy the horse. Oh, okay. I know what it is. I just don't know the acronym. You know, I know 3 people said ghost horse, but 2 people said introvert horse. And I kind of want introvert horse. Horse seems uncomfortable when you look directly at her. You behold a pale horse. Like, a pair. A pale horse. Introvert horse fits your character? I agree. Pub, did you prepare a horse model? You're one of today's lucky 10,000. Is it? Excuse me? I try not to make fun of people for admitting they don't know things, because for each thing everyone knows by the time they're adults, every day there are, on average, 10,000 people in the US hearing about it for the first time. Fraction who have heard of it at birth, 0%. Fraction of people who have heard of it by 30, 100%. About 100%. US birth rate, about 4 million per year. Number hearing about it for the first time, about 10,000 a day. If I make fun of people, I train them not to tell me when they have those moments, and I miss out on the fun. Diet Coke and Mentos thing? What's that? Oh man, come on, we're going to the grocery store. Why? You're one of today's lucky 10,000. I see. I do know about this. I do know of this comic. I just didn't know the name. Where were we? Do you know about Coke and Mentos? No, what's that? I want the introvert horse. I don't know how you spotted her hiding in that mine, but thanks for sending back my dark horse. That's all of them. Can't thank you enough. Here's a little extra for you. Can you sell me a horse? You really don't know about the Coke and Mentos thing? Yes. I absolutely know about the Coke and Mentos thing. My brain decided to think, take the shy girl horse in case you can facilitate some horse Yuri. I try not to think about my effect on people as much as possible, but I do have to wonder if maybe I'm having a negative impact on some people's brains. Surely the average watcher knows about a few of the most popular chans, like Trolley and Phyto, and Fia, of course. Of course, naturally. I'll take the shifty-looking dark one. Good choice. She's a sneaky one. I'll sell you to her for 1,000 meat. When you say sneaky, well, she's real quiet, and she likes dark places. Great, I'll take her. Or, yeah, I remember. Just look at how she's trying to hide behind the other horse there. She seems pretty smart. I'll take her. A real underdog, buy a dark horse. Thanks. Here's the keys. Ride safe. Give her a name. I didn't know that we were going to be naming her. What? I like Spittoon-chan. She's my favorite. Sorry, I'm just writing this down for my mental encyclopedia. It was the most Fia horse of the bunch. I think Fia's normal. Fia's normal. She would be the normal one, perhaps. Maybe not. Stealth Horse-chan? I hadn't considered we would have to come up with a name. You're gonna have to give me a second. Invincible, since you can't see them? No, that's the ghost horse. It's like Fishbed-chan, but a horse. Horsebed-chan? Saito horse? I mean, she is a dark horse. Horse Roach? John Cena. That's not how you spell Cena. Secretariat. I like Fia because she is not really normal. I see. I see. I think instead of Secretariat, we just go for Secretary, because it's just like it's a little to the left. Why do I feel like there's a schism in the Fia canon somewhere in our future? Because I haven't really defined her all that well and need to draw her more, or call it Pale Horse. But she's not pale. It's the Dark Horse. I'm going Secretary. Are you sure you want to name your horse Secretary? Yes. All right then, Secretary the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. Southeast-west map. All right. Can I buy a second horse? This thing earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking around the showroom. Don't ask how. It's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself in her office. She said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. that an actual nurse, or pretty sure she was just being sarcastic? I see. Well, I happen to have some nurse whiskey. Offer whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe? Didn't know she makes house calls. All right, hold on. +2 on that one? You're a rattle as she unlocks the door. Hey there, Doc Alice. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat, give it to her. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. And she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? And she makes a good point. Hey, Doc, can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're going to do you much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Check out the books. They're all medical textbooks, except for a few. Leaf through The Legend of Curly's Meat. Leaf through The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson. Leaf through The Goblinoid Tongues, a primer. Or Make Like a Tree and Leaf. The Goblinoid Tongues, a primer. Fuck! No! Oh, no! No, I could've talked to him! Shit! Surely there's another. There will be another. There will be another goblin, surely. Start flipping through the goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed. You also know that blurf is the goblin word for hour. You've learned to speak goblin, sort of. The Legend of Curly's Meat. The book tells a story of a legendary a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson. The book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography. Flipping through it mostly just finds lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Haha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. Yeah, man, just take away that goblin's individualism. It's fine because there's always more goblins. They probably had a family, you know. You know what? You're right. Now, just to be fair to that goblin, I'm gonna kill every other goblin I see. But now, for the right reasons. Now I understand them when I kill them. Just like Persona 4. Right. I think I want to see if I can get to 2 AP. That I can summon 2 snakes. Awesome. And I have 19 XP. Now I want to save up to buff Deploy Snake. I think, yeah. Buff up to... I want to buff Deploy Snake. Vanity doesn't look like it sees much use. Preen a little. Grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of your more unsightly eyebrows. Gain 1 XP. Stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning, or she never cooks. Oh, shouldn't this be a little further away from the fireplace? Doc Alice continues to pour whiskey down her neck, occasionally stopping to breathe. Is everything alright? Depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. I can't talk and drink at the same time, so... She glares at you meaningfully. So what's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The world's gone to hell. You got to hell in a horse cart, and you ask what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking? Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut. like a puppet with its strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. But how is that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh, ouch. Doc Alice turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen to them is coming back afterwards and looking for revenge. Must be pretty rough. Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients. It's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh, indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. Doc Alice sighs exasperatedly. What now? What's the deal with all the TNT? And so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small there won't be nothing left to come back. That seems drastic. Drastic hell! No way am I risking becoming one of those things. Fair enough, I suppose. I'll have to head out to the store, have a West Loathe, fun stream. Have a good one, Boulder. You have any idea what's causing the, resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. A rumor? What is it? So when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Shut up. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west causing it. It's a necromancer, they call him. Supposedly, he's sending magic into out of the world somehow. Magic like the beanslingers use? Never heard of any beanslinger raising the dead, have you? Her scowl deepens. That'd be one hell of a can of beans. About the necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. Doc Alice gives you a sharp look. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? Gray-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as a squirrel-nosed surgery? Just your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. And if we're gonna pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who knows about the death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Alice stares hard at you and takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. It sounds to me like you got plenty of motivation to get the job done, for your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you. You can see the gears turning in her head. Beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away, then she shakes her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself, chasing a rumor? Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading out west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible? Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. The spark slowly brightens in her eyes. Alright, kid. What the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. Alright. I perform unholy rituals to bring the dead back to life. I'm necromancer, I am. Fucking... You can't bring that bit to my streams. You're not allowed. I refuse. I will not honor this. Now go talk to the goblin. I'm on it. Oh. Right. My mistake. Well, we'll just come back when he's here. He must be out right now. Maybe no one's home? Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back, and the unfinished business you got will forever remain unfinished. Sure you're ready to leave? On second thought. PS Horsery? Just browsing, thanks. Ride secretary out of town? Suppose so. Let me just make sure we're not missing anything. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, I've been mining these mountains longer than a high-heeled hop frog can remember mama. Uh-huh. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices a nugget of silver you found earlier. I'll take that old silver nugget off your hands, if you like. Give you 81 meat for it. Tell him the nugget. No, I should have kept that. Give him the nugget. He smiles and hands you some meat. Fine and dandy. Pete squints and points at the unrefined meat ore you're carrying. You ain't seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off of you for 73 meat. Don't sell it to him. Nah, I'm saving this for later. Well, alrighty then. See you later, Pete. Something you missed in the graveyard? Oh, can we dig something up, perhaps? Benjamin Crockett. Oh! No. Got the jump on him. Boy Snake. Whoa! Get him, boys! Suboptimal play! Suboptimal play! Should have gone for the kill. You fucked up. You're done for. No! Old cavalry saber. Good or gold tooth. Okay, so Pete will probably buy that. Rip snake chant. Don't worry, she'll get better. That is better than our knife, so we will take that. This is in the ground for a very long time, then in somebody's mouth for a very short time, and now it's in your backpack. Alrighty. I think we're ready to head on out. Right? Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Am I good to leave? I assume Alice and Susie will be with me. Oh, hold on. On second thought, just real quick. I actually did draw all the horses, but since you picked the introverted horse, she's hiding. All right, +2 on that one. +2 on that one. Sure. Hold on. One of these rocks is really shiny. Nice. And over here. Check the Fricker Gang's hideout one last time. Dub-a-dub-dub. Less of Loathing in 2026 based. The benefit of having my viewers pick everything that I play. Alright. I think we're good to go. Ride Secretary out of town. Talk to Pete. I'll talk to Pete. Is it his tooth? What build are you doing? I'm a snake oiler, and I like summoning snakes. What do you say, Pete? All right. Shiny rock. I'll give you 7 meat for that rock. No, it's my shiny rock. No. I want the unrefined ore. All right, then. See you later, Pete. I want my shiny rock. I want to keep them. Okay, maybe I'll sell him the meat, but I want the rock. Talk to Gary? Who the fuck is Gary? The goblin? Oh, right. Right. Should have known. He's just not home right now. I'll have to come back later. Alrighty. We're ready to head out. Alrighty then. You're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? I only get one? What? I feel like we should take Alice, if only because the Necromancer seems like it'd probably be a big issue. The Necromancer seems like maybe an endgame threat. We can handle fucking cows. But well, then again, I don't know. I feel like it would be incredibly cruel to give Doc Alice that kind of hope and then not bring her. That'd be crazy. I say Doc Alice. You knock on Alice's door and tell her it's time to go. Consult the Southeast-West map that Hostler gave you. It only lists 2 things. Town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost map. Town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Camp. Head for Dirtwater. Day 1, the first day of the rest of your life. Your partner. Howdy, Alice. We're gonna look into this necromancer business. I figure we ought to start with the local cemeteries. Makes sense. You know where they are? Yeah, I did some research into the territory's cemeteries a while back. Territories, cemeteries. Territories, cemeteries. See if there was a pattern. You okay? Haha, sorry. Anyway, there's one not too far from here. Main quest. Am I forgetting anything? Alice says you should see the bartender about renting a room in Dirtwater. Nice to have a base of operations. Thanks for the reminder. Hee, horses are so funny looking. How you doing, secretary? Home Hermaine. She whinnies shyly. Go to the Gun Manor DLC? No, that's okay. I don't want to do the Bloodborne DLC yet. My gun is too big. Hope we have a better way to settle disputes in the future. Dual Saloon. This girl is selling flowers. Yeah, I'll buy some. Sweet smelling flowers. 15% stench resistance. Alright. Is there a limit to how many, like, things we can have equipped? Doesn't seem like it. We're gonna save that turnip for later. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. Offer to help. Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody who needed some justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder. One's behind her and off to the right, respectively. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster? Close enough. Wasted, the Stripy Hat Gang. For grand theft paint and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after them? Yeah. Cavern Canyon. It's a wanted poster. A wanted poster, if accuracy is important. It says wanted. The House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the House in the Desert. 500 meat reward. You wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? It's so homestuck, it's crazy. I'm so sorry, pub. It's insanely Andrew Hussey writing. Empty cell is all ghostly. Oh. That from, assumedly, the Ghost Manor DLC? Dirtwater Post Office. One of those newfangled telegraph machines. Hello there, sir. Hey, hi, I'm Jelly the Adult. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Thanks anyway. Dirtwater Mercantile. Hello there, welcome to Dirtwater Mercantile. Sundry provisions. Various groceries. Assorted comestibles? Miscellaneous provender. Sundry provisions. Oh my god, okay. That menu opens so fast. Disposable binoculars. Used to discover a new map location if you can find a high vantage point. Want to look at more than one thing through them? Too bad. Dynamite. Use this to learn a new snake oiling. Okay, well, that seems really good. I will be doing that. Yes, please. I want 1 piece of dynamite just in case it'll be useful later. Tooth powder. Vienna blood sausages. Jesus. We don't need stat buff items, so we will never be using those. And you know what? We'll buy 1 pair of disposable binoculars. Alright. The Jewel Saloon. They're engrossing conversation. Leave them be. That gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. It's your partner. Hi, Alice. See, you found the local watering hole. Yeah, it's decent. Let me know if you find a whiskeying hole, though. Heh. Stat buffs last the entire day, and you get a limited amount based on your liver, spleen, gumption. I see. These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Jelly. Glad to know you, Jelly. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? It should be, what can I do you for? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. All of us. Shot of bourbon. Yeah, what the hell? Coming right up. Anything else? Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. Amazing PNG tuber as always. Thank you. This one is designed by PupSub in chat here. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. And I poked around in it myself, but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. Another spittoon. This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. I can't believe she's also here! Spittoon-chan followed us! Inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Inspect it. Oh, here we go again. Alright, fine. You're now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color of and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored like with the inside of mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. Glorp? Glorp? No way! Glorp is inside of the spittoon. Glorp-chan and Spittoon-chan at the same time. Feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. Smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. Found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. Item goes in your offhand. You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit, and you don't want it to spill out the little hole at the bottom of it. +3 melee attack damage, +3 spell damage. Okay, well, unfortunately that appears to not be useful at all for our build. Shame. We will go for stench resistance because it will help with the spittoons we will search later in the game. See, sell value 15 meat, and he was trying to get it off of us for 7. Oh no. Oh no. I'm fine. 2 things. 1, even though this is stronger, we're going to use the varmint skinning knife because we want to be able to skin varmints. Pair of silver cufflinks. Where's that book we got? Modern snake oiler. There's a recipe for a quick brew potion that fortifies your body, mind, and spirit. Gives strong medicine. A combat skill that temporarily increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie. There's an article entitled Debilitating Toxins. Where are they now? Gives bad medicine. A combat skill that will reduce the target's moxie. There's a letter to the editor from a woman in Wyoming who had an amazing idea. What if you shot somebody 3 times instead of just once? Gives Fan Hammer, a combat skill that lets you quickly do 3 ranged attacks. Well, if that costs AP, I'm not going to be using it, because all of my AP is for summoning snakes. But I suppose I would like something that will make the enemy weaker. So if I'm in a gunfight, I can use bad medicine. Memorize the toxin recipe and add it to your chemical repertoire. Skill, bad medicine. You don't want anybody else using this toxin against you, though, so you destroy the magazine. Better safe than sorry. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. Try to talk to him. Doesn't react to you at all. Guys are having a spirited discussion about guns, and which of theirs is nicer. Slop, 5 meat. Man points to the sign on the counter. Slop, 5 meat. Buy some slop. A plate of slop? Yum, 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 yum. You choke down the slop, wondering why pigs always seem to enjoy this stuff so much. You gain an effect. Slop fed. What does that do? You're almost able to convince yourself that having a belly full of of that slop is preferable to being hungry. +5 max HP, let's go! What is... Oh, I see. I assume these are temporary effects? Sign that says, see bartender for darts. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? Hats are kind of like hair if you think about it. Cowbell? This chair fell over. Set it back up. There you go. Well, I did what I could. Hey, what are you doing here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry, I was just, looking around. You're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter. I need someone to go pick up, pick me up some more. My fever's better now, thanks, Jelly? Of course. My cat hated that bell. Saltpeter, isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay. Where can I find it? Best bet's a military camp, because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up. Nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Okay, be right back. This lady is too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. Slop helper? Top this potbelly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. This is where the chef's prepping ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer. No, we got plenty of slop. Piano player is not very good at his job. Try to fix him. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal a hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. Let it be for now. We'll have to find a needle. The Jewel Saloon, poker room. The poster says, rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. All right. Lock in. An Arizona straight beats a Royal Kentucky straight. A pair of fours can't be in the same hand, and the pair of one-handed queens, but are twice as valuable as two queens. 4 twos and a pair of kings count as a straight. 4 aces and a spade and a pair of threes count as a straight. 2 jack of diamonds and 4 aces of clubs count as a Mexican straight. One-handed jacks are wild, and 3s of clubs are double wild. 9s are wild, and 5s of clubs are double wild. A straight beats a reverse flush. Any player caught cheating immediately loses the game. A jack can't be in the same hand as an ace of hearts. A player with more than 3 cards in their hand must immediately discard a pair of 10s of diamonds. A mustachioed king ranks higher than 2 aces. Two-eyed queen is worth the same as 7 clubs. Homicide jacks are wild, unless accompanied by a pair of 7s of clubs. Getting fucking jiggy with it, damn. 7s are wild, unless accompanied by 2 aces of clubs. 2s are wild, unless accompanied by 3 9s of spades. Queen is as valuable as 2 queens. Which must mean that 2 queens are as valuable as 4. Kings are wild, unless accompanied by 2 homicide kings. Cross-eyed kings are wild, and 3s of spades are double wild. Any player holding a tray must draw an additional 31 cards. Any player holding a pair of trays must add 10 meat to the pot. Trays are wild, and 5 of spades are double wild. A pair of 9s are equivalent to 4 jacks, but are equivalent to a pair of 6s. 6 ranks higher than 3 7s of hearts. 2 7s and 3 deuces of clubs count as a royal straight. Player passing out drunk at the table must immediately discard a 4. 3 8s and a pair of 9s of diamonds count as a full house. 7s are wild, and 8s of clubs are double wild. 3 7s and 2 6s count as a Mexican straight. Deuces are wild, unless accompanied by a one-eyed jack. 5s are wild, queens of spades are double wild. Deuces are wild, 6 of diamonds are double wild. 2 queens of diamonds and a pair of suicide queens of spades counts as straight. A player caught cheating immediately wins the game. One-eyed kings are wild, and suicide jacks count as double wild. A pair of kings counts mustachio queens and lose against deuces of spades. Full house beats a backwards reverse straight. 9s are wild, 6 of diamonds are double wild. Ace cancels out a tray. A straight beats a backwards full house. A suicide queen can't be in the same hand as 4 deuces. A jack cancels out 2 queens of hearts. Statue queens are wild, and 10s of diamonds are double wild. Backwards Georgia flush beats a backwards Montana straight. Aces are wild, unless accompanied by a 3. Mustachio jacks are wild, and 3 spades are double wild. 2 eights of hearts and a pair of 10s count as a Georgia flush. Jesus. And any player caught with a pocket queen must remove their boots. Oh, this game is for feeders. I don't want to play it anymore. Never mind. Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fella he is. He was writing a poet. He was a writer and a poet and came out west to sell his stories, but nobody would buy him. Too weird his stories. Fantastical like. Too bad, I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much now anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mine. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something. Something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely, come to that. Just stands there by the piano nowadays. Seems to calm him down. As long as it doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a bit sorry for him, honestly. Big stretch. Poor fella. Saw a sign out front. Advertising a room? That's right. Finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner, too. Interested? How much does it cost? Well, there's where you're in luck. Previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance, right before getting himself killed by bandits. He seemed like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, great! Need any help with anything? Any luck with the piano player? No, still working on it. Insult yourself? You call yourself a four-flushing, pony-kissing jerk. Effect angry? You're madder than a hornet? If your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. Okay, gotcha. There's a postcard on this little table. Take it. You got blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, you can send these by going to a building called a post office and giving it to the correspondence wizard who works there. Use your binoculars. See the smoking ruins of a ranch near the northern horizon. You discovered a new map location, the Stearns Ranch. You pitch the binoculars in a nearby trash can. How's it going, Alice? Alice says you should get the saltpeter for Fort Cowardice. Thanks for the reminder. Is it Matter and a Hornet? Yep, Matter and a Hornet. Shut up! How's it going? I'll leave her alone for now. Alright, I think... Well, we want to send the letter first, before we forget. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus, letting him know that what you've been up to, and that you're okay. That'll be... Oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be Zero Meat, then. Thanks! Alright. Lot available. A vacant lot. Vacant lot. Vacant lot. Vacant lot. Vacant lot. Vacant lot. Not a lot of it. You saw the sign. There's nothing past here. Alright. Oh, wow. Alright, there's quite a lot. Jesus. And it goes in this direction, too? Oh, fuck! Okay, good. I can zoom out. Good. The desolate, lonesome coast. Alright, I say we go to Stearns Ranch first, since we saw it when we looked out of our binoculars. Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of settlers who look upset. Folks okay? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you can do to help us? Give them a ride to Dirtwater. All right, I'll give you. Wait a minute. You got 2 horses hitched to this wagon. Why didn't you just ride the horses? What? You know how to ride horses, don't you? Just ride to Dirtwater. But those are cart horses. Oh, for the love of... Help them to Dirtwater. You help the confused settlers figure out how to sit on the back of the cart horse and lead them back to Dirtwater on a rope. We did it. All right, back out. Off to Stearns Ranch. As you turn a corner, you come face to face with 3 bandits pushing a large barrel marked TNT down the trail. Or the 4 of you stare at each other for a moment, unsure of how to deal with the potentially violent happenstance. Ride the heck away, Dark Horse. Dive for cover and fight them. You know what? That's not our problem. Ride the heck away. Your horse is even less willing to stand near a barrel of gunpowder than you are, and is already galloping away. Yeehaw! So many haystacks? Holy shit. This is the right play. Alright. Let's check the outside first. It's a button cactus. No! Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of this outhouse are more dangerous than the average outhouse contents. Open the door. Got the jump on him. Alright. Snake is here. Oh shit, this thing looks quite dangerous. Heal? Okay. Alright. Blast him! -5 HP, hot. Alright. We're gonna throw out another snake. Well, yeah, I guess that works. Blast him! Everyone knows that the only economy that really matters in an RPG is the action economy. Which means the more actions you have on your side, the better you do. Blast him! We win. The outhouse is safe now. The outhouse is now safe as houses. Outhouses. You gain 10 XP. By the soft light of the fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand as you fish out your prize with the other. Toilet pistol. Deals stench damage instead of physical. Apply 5 poison to the enemy. Yes! I love poison! This flower is smoking. Pick it. Smoking chrysanthemum. Shouldn't we bump up our stats? Why? We're saving up to get better snakes. Better spell damage? No, that's okay. Looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some varmint or another. Charred locket. You should call it a locket on account of how lucky it was to escape that fire. The lock on this locket reminds you why they call it a locket. Pick the locket lock. Got a picture of Mary Stearns. Okay. Your love for poison explains your love of trash corn. The two are unrelated. Thank you very much. Crack the safe requires safe cracking. That makes sense. There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. There's some food on the shelf. Grab it. Sarsaparilla and soda crackers. Pile of loose boards. Why should we bump up our stats when we can save all our XP for lockpicking Hornswoggle? Yeah, we haven't had any trouble in combat yet. On the back is written Mary Stearns, Thanksgiving 1894. Lockpicking plus needle. Stock certificate. Just sell it. All right, noted. Will do. Still some beans in this pot. Blackened beans. Increases your spell damage by 5. I don't care about spell damage. I don't have spells. Investigate. All the books on the shelf are burned, but you notice something strange about the back of the shelf. Investigate. Your deft fingers find the hidden catch. The back panel of the shelf slides away to reveal a secret compartment. There's a book inside. Mary Stearns' diary. A little girl's diary, browned a little by the around the edges, but otherwise untouched by the fire. The first page says, in a little girl's handwriting, "This is the diary of Mary Stearns." The I in diary is crossed out with an IA written above them. Or, this is the dairy of Mary Stearns. The diary starts out as typical kid stuff. Flip ahead until you notice the writing's getting shakier. Found a dolly under a cactus out back and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe me when she talks. Believe me that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are going to get us, but Papa says we'll be okay because this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play a tea party with her. Keep reading. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama was sad that they couldn't find Effie. Papa said she's been gone too long and they should put a cross up, but Mama won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Papa says she's only 11. How far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I has to. Keep reading. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey. Of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I tried to tell her him and Effie are helping to keep the cows away, but she don't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing tea party again, but she says I gotta, and if I don't, the cows will eat all 3 of us. She said either I get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. That's the last entry. Jesus. All right. We need 5 mysticality. How much do we have right now? We have 5. Awesome. A toy box containing a single object. A creepy burnt porcelain doll. Talk to it. It's the work of a moment. To fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string. You pull the string. The doll's eyes roll back in its head and its mouth begins to move. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? None of your business, doll. The doll's head shakes back and forth violently. Hee hee, you're funny. Do you want to play with me? Yes, let's play. Hooray! Mary used to play with me. We didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? Surely! Hooray! The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job. The doll's eyes roll back forward. Go downstairs and get my cup. You know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into a secret room? No, what is it? Magic word is peanut butter. The doll goes silent. Got it. Peanut butter. You shudder as you realize that talking dolls haven't been invented yet. Spooky. No way. Well, whisper peanut butter. The Stearns Ranch altar room. Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet, which we know how to speak, filled with what appears to be blood. Destroy the goblet! You don't know what this is, but you know it's abominable. You grab the goblet and smash it against the altar, because we kill every goblin, just like we said we would. Everywhere the blood lands, cracks appear. The altar groans as it crumbles to ruin. Gain 50 XP. And how? Alright. We have 103? That's right. Deploy snake upgraded. Let's go. You know what? A lock, a length of rope, and a bar of soap. All quiet now. Gwendolyn steers. As you approach the grave marker, the hair on the back of your neck stands up as a voice whispers in your ear. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give what to you? The air grows colder. The picture of me. I can see it. You have it. You shouldn't look at it. Nobody should look at it. I guess you must be Mary. Why don't you want anyone to look at it? Whispering gets quieter. Anger seeps in around the edges of the voice. Because they'll know. Give it to me. Know what? What happened? What I did? Give me the picture. Give it to me now. Keep the picture. Nah. Absolutely not. This is a problem that snakes can fix easily, especially now that they're adolescents. I'll kill any ghost trying to take my belongings. And then we can use Alice to heal the snakes. Okay, so we're basically invincible now. We've done the setup to never die ever. I don't think there's anything like she's lost the action economy, so it's just over. We always heal 10, so unless she can do 10 every time she hits us, like we're invincible. Action economy, baby, it's crazy. Victory. Poor girl, you hope she finds some peace. You tear up her picture and scatter it to the wind. Rest in peace. Action Monopoly, yeah, it kinda is. The rich get richer and the poor die by my hand. Howdy there, secretary, let's go. Off to the desert house. You hear a groaning noise a short distance away and investigate. Cowpoke is sitting against a rock with his leg bent in a way that seems incorrect. What happened? Dang horse threw a rod and I fell off. Think I busted one of my dancing arms. Have Alice fix him up. Think you could help this guy, Doc? Wouldn't be much of a doctor if I couldn't fix a busted dancing arm. Alice grabs some gauze and stuff from her bag and she splints the cowpoke's leg. Woo-wee! There's some fine work. My thanks to you, Doc. Don't mention it. 15 XP. Let's go. Picking Alice. Clearly the best decision we've made all run. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name, and secretary's great at it. Wait, really? No, I was just kidding. Because it's Jelly the Kid. Oh, you kidder. I'm actually an adult. Sorry. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Bring them on. Got the jump. See? Now, under normal circumstances, we would be afraid. However, we have snakes, so we have nothing to be afraid of ever. And also, this hits everyone. The blammo! Art house? Rufus Roughhouse. No! What the fuck? You killed my snake. Get his ass. All right, we win. Wow. All right, you're getting poisoned with the toilet gun. All right, heal up the snake. Hurry. All right, we win. Get him. Heal him up, even though we could probably kill him this turn if we just attack. $11 damage is crazy for a summon. Justice has been served, the old house gang. You got an item. Bag of ears and such. Desert Gang 6-gun. Hooray! +1 Moxie. You might even go so far as to rate it a 7-gun. Shut up. We will not be using that because it doesn't give us poison. There's an option to speed up combat if you need it. I would like to do so, actually, yes. Let me open every single menu except for that one. Go. M. McCready, 1846 to 1887. Stuck to his guns. Can I go in the desert house? No? Okay. Dog has wandered off in search of some better masters. Off we go, secretary. I said I wasn't going to name the horse Fia, and then I just named it Secretary, which is kind of like, you know, inviting a middleman to do some extra work. You happen across an abandoned crate, which apparently fell off of a wagon or something since the lid has been knocked loose. You know what that means? It's mine, all mine! You fish through the crate and help yourself to the contents, which appear to be mining gear. But you're even more right than you knew. Sulfur match, can of oil, thermos of spiked coffee. Off to the Water Mercantile. Let's sell some stuff, shall we? Sort by stock certificate. Provides the option to pry things in certain places. Varmint skin and knife. We won't be using that. So, can we give any? Wait, can we give any gear to Alice? Or is any gear that we get just ours? Alice levels when you kill skeletons. I see. But you can't give her stuff other than that. Gotcha. Plus 10% to meat gains. Okay, well... Hold on, I'm sorry. Upgrade our glamour as much as possible. What? More money as soon as possible. Obviously, we go for that. And 20% item finding bonus? That's just the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, so if that's the case, we will not be needing that. +3 melee attack damage, +3 spell damage. We will also not be needing that. I don't think. Because, okay, I just want to make, this is just, the snakes aren't spells, right? These aren't spells. Are they? Because if they're spells, then we do want stuff that upgrades our spell damage. They are not spells, I don't think so. Gotcha. Let's also upgrade, well, hold on. Greater glamour. Yeah, we want more glamour. Here's the thing. We don't really, like... We only really want... Oh, we should have taken Fan the Hammer. Because our pistol isn't good because it does damage. We have the snakes for damage. Our pistol is good because it applies 5 poison every time we shoot someone. So we don't really care about increasing the amount of damage we do with our pistol. So I don't think we really need to worry about upgrading our stats all that much. Or at least our main stats. Because the gun... Well, yeah, might want to upgrade our Moxie. Just for out-of-stat stuff. Don't need the Cavalry Saber. Smoking... Well, if we're not doing spell damage, you don't need the Smoking Chrysanthemum. Don't need the Broken Board. Don't need that. What happens if I sell my only hat? Unrefined meat nugget. He sort his by... Okay, well now he just has a bunch of stuff that we sold him. Any mail for me? Darn. Crazy Pete was trying to buy that meat nugget for 3 times the price and you were talking shit. I'm gonna refine it for later, obviously. I'll need it later. Give her what's left of the Desert House gang. Well, this certainly is a bag of severed ears and teeth and such. Which gang was this? The House in the Desert gang. I'll take your word for it. Good job. Thanks a bundle. Bundle of what? Ears and body parts, I suppose. Oh, we have a lockpick now. Let's see what's going on here. Try to fix him. Pick the lock. You open the hatch and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong, given all the plinking and springing and clicking noises coming from the gears and stuff. Looks pretty complicated. I see what's wrong. You recalibrate some springs and rearrange some gears. The machinery inside starts operating smoothly. The music improves immediately. Nothing to it. Easy does it. Hey Lloyd, fixed the piano player for you. I thought so. He sounds much better. Thanks to Heat Jelly. I'd offer you a free room in exchange, but you've already got one. No worries, Lloyd. Need help with anything? Everything's right. Rain here. Let's see. Can I get some darts? Sign on the dartboard says to see you for darts. Oh, sorry. All the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. See you later, Lloyd. Alright. Off to the Dave Yard. You discovered a new map location, Snake Pit Mine. We'll go there in just a sec. It's your partner. There's an old mission not far from here. They might let you check out their catacombs if you ask nice. Ooh, that sounds awesome. You discovered a new location, old mission. Am I forgetting anything? Thanks for the reminder. Alright, let's fight some skeletons, baby. Oh, dig up the grave. Here lies Dave B. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. Sure enough, boots but no pants. Brown boots? +1 maximum AP! Oh shit, that's massive. Okay. Put him down for good. Oh wow, okay. Combat is very fast now. And also doesn't have sound effects. Why doesn't it have sound effects? Skull chips? Alice surveys the scene and jots down some notes in her little notebook. Alright, I don't like combat moving that fast. Combat sound on. No sound at max speed? Gotcha. Get his ass. Another snake. Get him! Get him, boys! Rattle him! Another gold tooth! Nice. Alice studies the remains of your undead foes. Dave J, Dave C went down in a theater. Oh boy, free lunch! Vienna blood sausages, thermos of spiked coffee. And they said there was no such thing. Beat the dickens out of them. New snake? Oh! How scary. You done? Alright. 10 XP, handful of loose teeth. Alice surveys the scene, jots some notes in her little notebook. More skeletons. Mostly just boring bones, but you do find a skull with a weird tag on it. Skull with an odd tag on it. Inter-cemetery loan. Tag in the skull is a serial number, and it says it was borrowed from the submission catacombs on February 19th, 1886. Geez, this thing is really late. I'll have to bring that to the old mission. Watch you get the ability to talk to skeletons later. Let's see. This is one of those things they have in mausoleums. You know, one of those big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. Open a whole bunch. Alright, snake time, baby. And since it's a big group of enemies, even better. Oh my god! Oh, thank god, Snake's still alive. Alright, you fucked up. You've let me win the fight for the action economy. Oh no. I should have just killed him with Alice. Damn. Well, it's fine. We still have a snake. What? We can summon 3 snakes now. I forgot we got boots. There really was a snake in that boot. Blast him. Immune to poison? Oh, that's bad. That's not good. Shoot him anyway. We got him. Gold tooth, gold tooth. Alice picks up a bone and examines it carefully. Her eyes light up. Evidently, she's had an epiphany of some sort. Alice has become stronger. Way to go! Good work, Alice. The Dave Yard. Some kind of ritual circle, drawn on the ground in red chalk. A pile of mostly burned rags that maybe used to be a person? You got an item. Gore-splattered scroll. Human ashes. There's some kind of receipt here. Robe receipt. Receipt for the delivery of 150 black silk robes. Sounds pretty ominous. It's time you started gathering clues about this whole preambulating dead situation that I got going on around these parts. Grab a notebook and a paper clip and a receipt for the first page. Oh, we gotta love this game, and I love that you were playing it. A lot of people coming in like, damn, West, like, really excited that I'm playing West of Loathing, huh? That's pretty cool. Glad you're all enjoying it. I'm having a good time so far. Necromancer Journal. Read it. Looking at it closer, there's a surcharge for delivery past Boulder Pass. Means the Necromancer's lair is definitely west of the mountains. Good to know. Let's see. Human ashes. Examine them. It's the cremated earthly remains of a person. Someday they'll refer to these as cremains, but you will not approve. Scatter them. You find a pleasant-looking vista and toss the ashes into the air. That's probably what this person would have wanted. You guess? Rest in peace. Awesome. We got some experience. The scroll is almost too covered in blood and viscera to read. Lucky for you, you've gotten all that practice reading inside of a dog. What? You scrape the largest of the giblets off the scroll and read it. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them in the shape of a person inside the red chalk circle ritual circle, and sprinkle them with stardust and place a mostly perfect, or better, glass sphere where the heart would be. Anyway, that's the gist of it. The actual text has a lot more these and thous and such like that, plus there's a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud while you're doing it. Oops! Oh well. That was perform the ritual? Let's see. According to this scroll, you need human ashes, some stardust, and a glass sphere if you want to do this ritual. Unfortunately, you don't have any human ashes on you. So much for that idea. Let's see. Off to Snake Pit Mine. Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon. A small family of settlers who look upset. Give them a ride to Dirtwater? No, it's okay. Leave them to their own devices. Well, can't stop. Sorry. Good luck with being stranded in the middle of this godforsaken wilderness. It's an exposed meat vein. Ugh. Look at the mining equipment. You have no idea what any of it does. Ask Alice to explain it to you. Hey, Alice, do you know if any of this stuff works? Well, okay then. The mining equipment. Explain it to Alice. Hey, Alice, what? I just want to tell you about this mining stuff. Okay. So first, there's this machine here. This is an automatic sandstone excavator. Move on to the next machine. And this thing over there, this thing is used to extract seismic shale and then blast it. Keep going. And this third machine, this is a magnetic silver conveyor. It converts meat into acidic deposit, rock into fracture-coated slag into sedimentary curve. Got a perk, Mind Splainer. Alice rolls her eyes. Are you finished? Yes. Let me open every single menu except the one that I want. You're a real expert. You'll gain XP when you interact with mining stuff. Worth it? So worth it? It's a coffee cactus. So much foraging. Well, I'd probably... Here's the thing. If I foraged, I'd probably be getting like consumables that I don't use. You know? See a snake coiled up in a little hole. Pull it out and punch it. Got the jump on him. All right. Snake fight, snake fight. Got him. Meat, snake venom bladder. Whole snake skin. Oh yeah, because we have the knife. Right. Apply to hat. Put it on your hat to add +3 moxie. Yeah, sure. You put the coal snake skin on your hat, making it slightly blacker than it was before, at least in the area right above the brim. Snake venom bladder. This item used in combat poisons target for 5. I see. Is my briefcase... Oh! Cool. Okay, when did that get filled back up? Is it every time that I kill snakes? Card is overflowing with rubble. Dig through it. Mind-splaining bonus. Let's go. There's a smoking snake in this smoking hole. Pull it out. It refills when you kill snakes. Fully, or... I assume every snake. I get a new one. Get him! Thorough meat, snake liver, snake skin, snake venom bladder, coal snake skin. Okay, will that give me an additional +3 moxie? Hat's already got a hat band on it. You don't want to be the person who shows up at the party wearing multiple hat bands, do you? I see. Snake liver, 15 HP. Thank you, F. Roland, for the tier 1 sub. 6 months, half a year. Happy to have you. Unrefined meat nugget. Just sell it. Okay, so these are just for selling. Noted. Mining supplies? Well, where's my mine-splaining bonus? It was mining supplies. Where's my mine-splaining bonus? Pick up the pickaxe. Mine the meat vein. Unrefined meat nugget, 52 meat, and 5 XP. How close are we to being able to get the next? 300. Okay, we're just going to save up for the next snake upgrade, obviously. Pull out the snake eggs. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay. Okay, snake time. Nicely done. Oh, goddamn! All right. Nicely done, Alice. Holy shit. Nice work dispatching those snakes. Grab the rest of the eggs from the den and shove them into your briefcase. Soon they'll hatch and feel right at home. +3 venom. There's not enough skin on any of them to be worth collecting. Alright. I assume I should just be doing that as much as possible, whenever possible. It's free venom, after all. Alright, and then we can extract from this ore vein here. Hell yeah. Alright. Off to Dirtwater. Encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and broken pairs of spectacles. Looks like a family of especially littered homesteaders met an untimely end here. Tragic. Oh, modern snake oil! Let's go! I love finding the remains of civilization in ways that benefit me. Let's see. Fan the hammer. Quick propulsion, fortified, strong medicine. There's an essay extolling the virtues of shooting wildly without looking where you're aiming. Give Shoot Nanny, a skill that lets you fire a whole bunch of bullets at random targets. Fan hammer. Fan hammer. Unfortunately, a stray spark from one of your shots sets the magazine on fire, and you're unable to prevent it from being destroyed. Aww. Why did I come back here? Oh, right, to sell stuff. $5. Okay. So is this like a cool math game, or I mean, it seems like it. There is math, and the game is pretty cool so far. I would say that's relatively accurate, all things considered. We didn't talk to this guy also. Poor old Ellsbury. Player sounds much better. We're not going in the feeder room. Alright. Off to Fort Cowardice. All the foraging we could be doing. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannon, make a cannonade. I'm seeing where Pub got all of his humor from. Nice view from up there. Oh, nice view, you say. Administration. Let's look around outside first. Magical tent. Sign says toilet and goblin, which makes it seem pretty likely that goblins use this tent as a toilet. Now, where are you going to go in there? Goblins, you say? Demi, Culver, and Cannonball. I see. Does this mean Pub's humor is indirectly homestuck? It does. But don't... Oh, shit. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Pub. I'm so sorry. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across the surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to Fort Cowardice's nurse. Look at the papers. Marching orders? Look at the diagrams. Read them. Fort all dead. Eller ought to be careful. Let's see. Render them looted. Army field trauma kit, military grade whiskey. We need safe Kraken. How do we get safe Kraken? Is safe Kraken part of lockpicking expertise? Oh, we can upgrade this too. Hold on. Maybe we want to upgrade lockpicking expertise. Can pick any lock. Mess hall. Blech. The spice rack. Open it. Shaker of salt. Saltpeter. Let's go. We don't have any needles. We need to find some haystacks. The handful of boring personnel records. No, I really want the details. Patricia Smith, secretary. Secretary? Secretary was here. No wonder she's so quiet. She has a dark history. Oh my god, she used to be in the military. Pay grade C5, B. Birthday 2/11/38. December or deceased. She faked her own death. Oh my god. 12/8/62. Missed days 12. Accrued sick days 63. Another. Walter Reed, clerk. Accrued sick days. Archings Division, clerk. Now you're just looking at some of the same ones you've read before. What's wrong with you? Just want all the information. Well, I probably shouldn't bother Secretary about that. I'm sure she's really sensitive about her past life. Here's sound of several goblins snoring inside this tent. Going guns blazing. Got the jump on them. I am, of course, required to kill all goblins. Oh, fuck. That's not good. That's quite bad, as a matter of fact. No! Okay. We can still win the action economy. Alright, alright. Get him. Get him! Take him out! Alright, nicely done. Nicely done. Whew, that was a close one. You've heroically defeated the sleeping goblins who are guarding their beds. Oh, thank goodness. Footlocker is empty. Guess that makes it an unlocked footlocker. I guess that just makes it a footer? Open the footer. Hardtack, military grade whiskey, smelling salts. Locked. Kick it open. Full canteen, incendiary bullet, chemical bullet. I see. We need more lockpicks, damn it. We gotta find a ranch. Old mission. Canyon Cavern. Oh, hold on. See a small hell cow. A hell calf, really. It snorts at a patch of brush, lighting it on fire, then starts grazing. Gallop away. You ride away before the small demon cow notices you. I'm sorry, so because we have Dark Horse, are we able to just say, like, no, I don't want to do random encounters? Is that how that works? Yes, that's what the Dark Horse does? I can just say, no, I don't want to do a random encounter fight? That's awesome. These boards can't hide from your prying eyes or your prying crowbar. Okay, we go in that one first. Every horse has a unique ability other than the normal one. Awesome. Danger Spidek. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through unless you're a huge spider. Damn. You can see the gang on the other side of the big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. How do I, there it is. Aw, dag nabbit. Bones make you pretty reluctant to investigate this hole. Booze? Decent wine? Medicine. You should leave right now, before that spider No way you're going back in there, I see. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. Get inside there. Gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Arrest them. You stack the cocoons in the back of your horse, except for one, which Alice carries in her medical bag. He was smaller than he looked, and head back to Dirtwater Jail. That the Stripey Hat gang? What happened to him? They had a run-in with a giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. Groovy. We did it. We're so good at our job. Just wanted to say hi. I think... How much experience do we have? All right, we're gonna take a break now. Break time, and then we're probably gonna go for just about another hour. So... Get up that scran bet. Everyone, get up, get some water, stretch, all that jazz, get a snack. I'll see you in a few. I'm back. Hello. Sorry. I forgot that when I click outside of the game, the music mutes, so we didn't have any during break. Oops. My bad. Let's get Chandel and Scrandle up. There we go. Okay. Window capture. All right. Handle time. And we have limited time, so I think I will do fan art tomorrow. I'll find a time to do it, I swear. The schedule's so fucking erratic. All right. Chandel, we start with the Saito Gambit, naturally. It is Merrick. All right, Merrick, before 2025, less than 9. Hold on. Okay. Is it Luchan? It's not Luchan. It is one. It's earlier than 2020. Is this Insatiable Despo-chan? Fuck, that was going to be my first guess. God, that was going to be my first guess. I could have gotten it in 2. I could have gotten it in 2. Damn. 3's not bad. 3's a very good score. But I could have gotten that in 2 if I just went with my gut. Damn. Speedrunning channel now. I'm just that good. I don't know what to tell you. Can't believe you didn't get it in 1. Look at 24 cents. Still guessing. A good guess, granted. However, we're far beyond needing to guess Quantum Moon-chan. It was, of course, Insatiable Despot-chan, who has only ever been drawn once by me. There she is. I don't really like. I did the layering wrong on this one though. She pops out of the frame in a way that I don't love. But there she is. This is a really fun one to make. Anyway, that's today's channel. Got it in 3. You won't ever get 1 guess channels if you keep guessing Saito. No, I guess the Saito allows me to get the 2-3 guesses. All right, it's data. All right, it's extremely important data. What a terrible design! You should just draw her again so that Joe plays Code Vein. So that Joe plays Code Vein 2. Loser mindset. I want you to not guess Saito and see how many it takes you to get tomorrow's channel. Anyway, time for the daily. Can we choose it? Yes, we scran. This is the bonus round, so obvious it's the Pitmaster. I don't like creamed corn though. I fucking hate creamed corn. Nasty, weird, extremely strange. Dare I say, creamed corn is the mushy peas of America. Weird, but it's still the Pitmaster for sure. Wow. Really? Well, it was a good-looking hot dog until you took that fucking bite out of it. What the hell are you doing? Octopus balls and long chips. The long chips have an aura buff. Thing Japan wins. That's really close. Damn. Macaroni pie or the hockey porky. I think it's the hockey porky because the macaroni pie looks kind of gross. Scottish pie lost. Get fucked, pub. Cheeseburger on a brioche bun. Or Chicago-style hot dog. Virtue signalers, so Chicago dog loses and America debuff. And burger buff, of course. The burger bias is real. Steak pie or peas, chips, and... Or pie, peas, chips, and gravy for 7. Excuse me. Sorry, got caught in a hiccup. 7:30. Pint Puff is fake. It's not even pint. Pepsi is... I feel like this one might win just because it has fries, but I'm right. Damn it! Oh, man. One of these days we'll get a perfect scran again. Loaded fries or birria fries? Damn. These look really good. I'm going to go for the birria fries. That's crazy! But not unfair. Well, I know everyone hates this shit, so it has to be the weird, like, cyst pizza. Jerk chicken. Well, people do love their asshole chickens, so we go for the jerk chicken, naturally. Stripped prawns skewer. Or hot dog and a waffle. 70%? That's insane. Italian sausage pizza. Or burger with a Coke. Listen, gang, this pizza looks great. This is an awesome looking fucking pizza. Left. How is that not, like, above 80? That's crazy. Left. You're kidding me! The fucking cyst pizza? 7 out of 10? Oh my god! Not now! Not now, controller! You gotta reconnect, like, right now. It's Italian pizza, though? It was Australian. The sausage was Italian. The burger is so sad. You would take the cyst pizza over this burger? I could at least put ketchup on this and it would be edible. This is actively ruining my appetite. This one was a toss-up. This one was just... I should have gotten this one because it has chicken on it, honestly. And then this one, I should have known that the fries would take it. Loaded fries had better sauce. See, I was looking at that and I was thinking it looked kind of like ketchup, and I wasn't really feeling that on loaded fries. Either way, that's today's Scran. Back to West of Loathing. We're going to be live for probably just about another hour here. Maybe I should fake my death and start a new life again. Oh, hello? West of Loathing, would you like to recognize my controller, please? Hello? That's slightly annoying. Let's relaunch the game and see if it'll let us use a controller when we go back in. Jelly the adult. Continue. There we go. All right, back to it. All right. Off to Railroad Camp. You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and land just over the horizon. You ride to the site of the impact and find a meteor. Go after it with your pickaxe. Where's my mind splitting bonus? You pull out your pick and make short work and small rocks of the meteor. 1474 meat and stardust. Unfortunately, the pick melts from the heat of the meteor. No! That sucks. Stardust for the ritual. We just need to find some more human ashes. I'm sure we can get those somewhere. If I burn a human to death, perhaps I can get ashes from combat. Load heavy monster. Yep. Good old bronze tramp. I should never be put in charge of a switch. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? Bought it from this gal, what runs a store down south of here. Name a Button Willow. Button Willow McSomething. Where's the store exactly? Oh, you can't miss it. Right in between a cactus and a different cactus. Points to a spot on your map. You discovered a new location, Button Willow McKittrick's store. Thanks. Don't mention it. Mention it. No, really, thanks a lot. Sure. The man furrows his brow. Sure. Don't mention it. Mention it. I mean it. I really appreciate you telling me where that store is. His eyes narrow. Really, it's no trouble at all. Don't mention it. I mean it. Mention it. I've run out of ways to thank you, but I really want you to know that I'm grateful for your help. His face starts to turn red. Do not mention it. Looks about ready to punch you if you don't knock it off. Not getting much track laid, but she's an expert whistler. Is this Voss? He's a snake oiler. We gotta be careful with this guy. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit? Well, a snake oiler, of course. I mean, look at him. He's wearing a hat and all. That's gotta be the key part of the outfit. If I'm being charitable, I'd say the fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. Points to the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And you're not? And if you're not, he smiles. Then I'd say that the paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alrighty, thanks. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy. Huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. Maddie is here in chat. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. You know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want help? You want to help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Well, alrighty then. I guess I'm the boss now? The man looks you up and down. Well, now, suppose he can't be any worse than that last clown. He extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing this giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain paths, so we can't reroute around it even if we had the months that it'd take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'll take a whole lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies just such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneaky little varmints. All right, I'll get it back for you. Glad to hear it. Goblins are holed up over in Gustavson Gulch. It's a real rough place. You might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head that way, especially if you're planning to go in guns blazing. We don't need that specific dynamite, though. Any you can lay your hands on would be fine, as long as there's enough of it. I'll look into it. How much do we need exactly? Nope, not yet. Hold your horses. I'll hold my horse. Off to Gustavson Gulch. The Big Apple? Well, we gotta go to the Big Apple. That's way out of the way. Holy shit. Okay. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. Can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. Doesn't smell any better up close. Clean it. Keep digging. Oh. Just a bunch of free XP? And the Big Apple was no more. Alright. Buffet, honorable, most scarce. Okay, well, how much experience did we just get? Like 20? Alright, we're saving up to upgrade Deploy Snake for sure. Alright. Well, I suppose we ought to stop at the old mission on our way back anyway. How are... Some thwack-thwack noises lead you to a sight, and the sight of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves his axe at you threateningly and makes some angry-sounding noises. Hey, it's a human person. Hey, human person, away to going. It's my cactus that's mine and not yours. Talk to it. Hello, how are you? I will not your cactus talking. Good, yes, good hello. Why are you to chopping a cactus down? Why? What a lot of uses. To building, to burning, to eating a little. To eating little toothpicks. Trick it out of its meat, attack. Obviously, we have to kill goblins. It is our lot in life. Wow, it's a lot of items we have. Snake time, baby. Nicely done. What? Hit my snake for 15 damage? And she heals 15. Oh my god. Okay, well. Time for the triple snake triad, baby. Let's get him. Get his ass. And heal yourself. Physician, heal thyself. Physician, heal me, please. Hard counter to Indiana Jones. Got him. Gulch Goblin Axe. That's good. Nice. Nice. Always good to have an axe on hand. It's a tuna cactus. You're not a priest, so you shouldn't mess with any of this stuff. Pew pew! Or pew pew pew. An empty relic case with a spot for a skull. Empty relic case with a spot for a pelvis. Empty relic case with a spot for a finger bone. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down. Okay, what happened? Our holy relics. The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow, I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The cardinal will be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name's Jelly. And what about now what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Wait, do they call you Memento Mary? She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked under her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. So what happened? The saints, oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics? Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh, how much time left? How much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, so it's probably not all that urgent, but still. All right, I'll get them back for you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you going to have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably. But if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out? Oh dear. The cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this. But go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. I see. Very thorough world building in this game. Dynamite Dan's Discount Dynamite Dare House. We'll keep going to where we're going. That was right there! Hello there. A fancily dressed goblin steps forward. Hi, hello, being a mayor, welcome. Now, going away, please. The goblin seems friendly, but blocks your entry into the gulch. Talk to the goblin. Can I not coming in? Sorry, only for goblins being very, very private. Only for goblins being very private. Can we upgrade our hornswoggle? We can. Ahem. Let's try that again. Trick him into leaving. Hey though, outside the gorge, I was seeing a thing you liking a lot. Oh, what thing? Well, what thing you liking a lot? Pies? There are pies all over out there being. This seeming dubious, but would neglectful being not to checking it out. The mayor takes a fork out of his pocket and leaves. Awesome. You're quiet rustling, as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Straw, you say? Go in and beat the straw out of it. Alright. I think we hit him with a bad medicine since he's a moxie goblin. Oh, that didn't cost. This one not on your turn. That's massive. Holy shit, we can do both. Blast him. Alright, heal yourself. Get him! Nicely done. Dig through the crates the goblin was rummaging through, but there's nothing interesting in any of that. What? It was straw, though. You listen to the door. It's quiet inside. Go inside. Shack is filled with crude bookshelves. The bookshelves, in turn, are filled with crude books. 3 titles catch your attention. Very complicated numbers. How to Bird Noise. Alice Going into a Seeing Glass. How to Bird Noise. This book is an extremely detailed treatise on the sounds that different birds make. You probably wouldn't expect to learn how to do an accurate great-crested grebe impression from a book. That's how detailed it is. So very complicated numbers. All you can tell about this book is that it concerns extremely high-level mathematics. You don't have the vocabulary to understand any of it, and probably wouldn't even if it was written in English. Your brother would probably love it. Alice Going into a Seeing Glass. This popular children's novel has been translated into Goblin. Jabberwocky still reads pretty much the same. Oh, it Brillig being in Tovza's slithing did in Wabe Gyring and also Gimbaling. I see. You listen to the door, but don't hear anything. Rats. Looks like the door's locked. We need more needles, damn it! There's no sound coming from inside. Check it out. Jack is filled with thousands of tiny cabinets, each labeled with a number of goblins. Look in a random drawer. Gulch Goblin Lollipop. Look in a more random drawer. Look in an even randomer drawer. Alright. Goblin trousers. These crudely stitched pants are solid, but boy, are they not fashionable. Okay, no, that reduces our... Well, we don't actually care about our moxie, because most of our damage from our pistol is coming from the poison. So that's fine. There's no sound... No, we're fine. We already checked that one. You hear a couple of goblins rustling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something really important. Interrupt them. Oh no. Snake time, baby. Blast them. Ow. Jesus, okay. I would like another snake, please. And you should probably heal me first. I'm more important. Another snake. Get him! You fucked up. You fucked up. More snake bites. You killed my snake. 30 XP! Yay! Don't hear anything inside. Investigate the bed. Then a cactus log with a blanket made of woven together cactus needles. That can't be comfortable. Desk is strewn with folders. You notice one that says important secrets on it. Read the important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets. And the only one that's actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 69105 in the storage hut. Gustavson Gulch treasure cave key, spare. I don't think your stats affect the snake damage. It seems like it, yeah. Hold on. You press your ear to the door and hear somebody delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in Goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door that reads, Backstage entrance here at Being, with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. Head backstage. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind a curtain. Not only is it a goblin version of Hamlet, it has also been rewritten as a one-man show. To being or to not being? Oh, that is a question. Could it better thinking to suffering at crazy things and arrows? Or fighting so many bad things for stopping them because fighting? To dying, to sleeping, hey, dreaming maybe, but oh, problems. If dreaming crazy when living, dreams having after dying. Wow, pretty weird probably. You watch for a while. The bits where the actor has to do the sword fight with themselves are pretty entertaining. Alright, you've already done everything you can do there. He gets to live, he did a very good performance, so I allow him to live. Cafe and Goblin. Door's locked. Dang it! Which is better, Goblin Hamlet? Goblin Hamlet or Elcor Hamlet? Goblin Hamlet, I think. Guard Barracks? We'll check that out in a bit. Treasure Cave. This door is remaining locked at all times in Goblin. You know what? We'll check it out now. Head in, guns blazing. Alright, so first things first. Bad medicine. Got his ass. And now, snake time, baby. Blast them all! That's bad. That's quite bad. We appear to be fucked. I know what we need to do. Hold on. This won't end your turn. How much health does he have? Oh, they all have 40 health. That's not good. Don't worry, I have a plan. This will be worth it. This is why we became a snake oiler, lads. This is what it was all for. Gain 1 AP. Target will get wet. Okay, hold on. Alright. And then we can... Well, using 1 AP will end our turn. So we have to guarantee that this guy will die, and we only have to deal with the chef. Dead? Dead? I love being a snake oiler, baby. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. $45 XP worth. Cave key, meat, goblin chicory. Is it as good as the real thing? Increases your speed by 3, but reduces your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. Yeah, sure. How much do I need for the next level? Let's see. I need 80 more for the next level. I'm pretty sure. Yep, about 80 more for the next level. Closer to 70 than 80, but good. Spare key. The goblin is paying more attention to their book, Goblet, than to you, but you're pretty sure they aren't just going to be waltzing. That you aren't just going to be waltzing on by. Spoil the ending. Hey, Goblet, good book. What thinking about how Geratio is only surviving one at end? Everyone else dying, poisoning, sorting. How? Blam! Ah, no, wow, spoilers! The guard runs out of the cave with their hands over their ears. Oh no. Try out your new bird cult, let's go! It was all worth it! The goblin guard is whittling a little wooden bird call, but they're not too busy to beat you up if you try to get past them. Try out your new bird call skills. You duck behind a stalagmite and do your great crested grebe impression. Oh, gasp! A great crested grebe! Wow! The guardsman pulls a pair of binoculars out of his uniform and runs out of the cave. Yay! Unlike the other two guards, this one is being very attentive and seems very suspicious of you. Also, unlike the other two guards, they have a name tag that says Gene. I assume if we can lockpick into one of the houses, we can get something for Gene. Fight him. Got the jump on him. Oh my god, he has 80 health. Jesus. Well, that's not good. Well, hold on. If I hit him with Fan the Hammer, he'll take 15 poison and be poisoned for 15 0 damage of poison. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I believe. Fan the Hammer, please do what I think you're gonna do. Let's fucking go! They whiffed, but they still did poison damage! Oh my word! Drink one more. Shoot him. Get more poison. Heal me, please. Yes! Yes! And then he's dead! Oh, Fan the Hammer was definitely the right choice with this gun. Holy shit. You won! So much for those guards! A lot? Come on. Open it. 1260 meat. A year's supply of dynamite. It's a cactusy treasure box. And definitely not the other way that you could read that. Alright, we'll have to come back when we have an abundance of lockpicks. A very fruitful venture, I must say. I didn't need to walk back. Go to Button Willow's store. Maybe she'll have some. Howdy there. I'm Wandering Sally. Howdy, Sally. I'm Jelly. What's your line? Trading. I'm wandering all around these parts, just like it says on the label, and I buy and sell a little here, buy a little here, and sell a little there to make my way. Care to see my wares? Sure thing. Let's see. Fungicide bomb. Put near site of fungal infestation. Light fuse. Do not breathe. I wonder how long you're not supposed to breathe. Can kill a lot of goblins at once, but it takes a while. Lucky Marigold. Goes on your lapel. +1 to all stats. That seems, I mean, we'll buy the pickaxe, obviously. Ooh, that's really good. Work boots. as opposed to what boots do we have right now? I feel like the boots that we have right now are really good. Brown boots. Yeah, we want the max AP. Well, this is AP and armor. Okay, so buy that for sure. And then sell our current boots. 2 needles. Buy both of those. And what do we currently have on our lapel? The sheriff's badge? Sorry, sheriff badge. +1 armor or +1 all our stats? Don't sell equipment. You might need them for a quest. Understood. So should I buy those back or just not sell them in the future? Either way, we'll buy the marigold. Like 20 for the rest of the day. Damn. I mean, we already did all our fighting. In the future. Noted. Put those. I think we'll equip that instead of the sheriff's badge. Then we will go... We'll still go to Button Willow's store. Because maybe there's something we can get here. Crap. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Out of there. A woman behind the counter stares at you with a huge grin on her face. She gestures at the goods she's got on sale. Take a look. Cheap tequila, cheap whiskey, crowbar, already gotten. Desert, eating, and drinking. Gives you the foraging skill. Yep, absolutely. 100%. Take that. Another pickaxe, 2 needles. Modern snake oiler, yes please. Hammer. Provides the option to hammer things in certain places, particularly if you have some nails. That seems useful. That seems like a tool, so take that for sure. And I think we'll take the binoculars because I remember a vantage point. What can we sell that would be good to sell? Doesn't look like we really have a lot of... Well, we can sell the gold tooth, right? Gold tooth said to just sell it, right? It doesn't say to just sell it. Gold teeth are only for Pete, if I recall correctly, so should I just sell them then? I would keep? I will keep them. Alright, we're good then. Run out of here. Back to Fort Cowardice. No, wait. Secretary notices a camp of bandits before you do, and dives behind a large creosote bush before they spot you. Capture them alive, rob them as they would capture them alive, since we're honorable. You jump out of the bushes, getting on top of one of the bandits, and order them to freeze. After tying them up, you march them back to town and force them to admit to their mothers what they've been up to. Out of gratitude, one of their moms gives you a freshly baked pie. It's the wrong place. Well, no, hold on. Because we have some new books. One moment, please. Modern Snake Oiler, Expert Poisoner. Ooh, shit! Absolutely, we want Expert Poisoner. Oh my god! What does that do? When you apply poison, you apply 3 times as much! What the fuck? I'm sorry. Let me see if I'm understanding that correctly. That means that when I fan the hammer, I'm going to apply 45 poison. Is that correct? That can't be right. That can't be right. That's insane. Awesome. Amazing. Unfortunately, while practicing your techniques, you accidentally squeeze the book into book juice, which it turns out isn't a real thing. Incredible. Do we need the knife in order to skin stuff? I don't think we do. In which case, we probably want to use the Gulch Goblin Axe, because that gives us a plus to our stats. You don't need the knife equipped? Gulch Goblin Axe it is. And so we want to forage from here. Mug of cactus beer. Increase your maximum HP by 10 for the rest of the day. Nice. Use your binoculars. Butterfield Ranch. Let's go. Let's go off to Butterfield Ranch, because that is where we might find some hay. Or wait, we want to go to the Gulch first. K Ridge Mine, keep going where you're going. And we want to open the chests first. And then on our way back, we'll open all these locked houses. Oh, hold on. Another mug of cactus beer. Pick the lock. 12 set. The gains! The gains! Goblin engagement ring. Goblin tiara. It's sturdy, but oh man, is it ugly. +5 spell attack damage, -3 pistol attack damage. Okay, well, we don't need spell attack. We don't need either of these things. But we'll take them anyway. You already dealt with those guys. Oh, right. Done everything you can here. You already cleared out this useless building? Oh, yeah, I'm still mad about that. Check it out. Investigate the outdoors by leaving. Check the inside. Pick the lock. Make short work of the lock. The enter what turns out to be a cafe and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings in various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of the day. See a schedule post on the wall, and sure enough, it says somebody named Gene is supposed to be working this shift. He always was a shiftless layabout, that Gene. And now he's a lifeless layabout, I suppose. This one was locked, I think? Take the lock. Goblin sandwich. Okay, that wasn't worth it. Not worth. Not worth. Off to the ranch. I'm okay. It's fine. I'll live. Something on the side of the road catches your attention. It's a slumped-over old skeleton wearing a wizard hat. I think you'll agree that that's reasonably attention-getting. Skeleton lifts her skull and peers at you. She holds up a rusty old can of beans and scrapes her thumb bone across the first two finger bones in the universal gesture of a financial transaction. Okay, we're going to attack the skeleton, not because we want the beans, but because we need experience for Alice. Right? That's the play. That's the play. He is immune to poison, though, which is a problem. Or it would be if we didn't have snakes, baby! Let's get it. Youch! Another snake. And heal me again, please. We made the perfect build. It's the perfect build. We're unbeatable. We're unkillable. We're all powerful. Alice studies the remains of your undead foe. Dilapidated old wizard hat. +3 mysticality. Most of the sequins have fallen off, but it seems like there's still some magic left in it. You're gonna have to deal with this cow if you want to explore this area. Alright. If I must. 96 health? Alright. Now is the time. Well, no, we want crazy poison buildup. We want crazy poison buildup. Because that's gonna do 45 damage this turn, and then 45 damage next turn. And it'll be dead. So, fan the hammer, 45 poison. Yep, you're done. You're done. Goodbye. Sorry, 60 poison damage. Holy shit! Poison is incredible. What the fuck? That's crazy! Tainted beefsteak. You skin the cow with your trusty knife. Extra thick leather. Let's see. Length of rope. Needle in a haystack. Red hot poker. Deals hot damage instead of physical. Ooh, nice. You notice some words carved into the side of the outhouse. Curly was here. Hold on. You recognize that name. Curly. Curly Butterfield. The legend of Curly's meat! Looks like maybe this outhouse is worth investigating. Luckily, you don't have to actually go inside the outhouse, because once you open the door, you find a map scratched onto the inside of it. It appears to lead to K Ridge Mine, just west of where you are right now. There's an inset map of the mine itself, with a big X scrawled between two strange triangular icons. Okay, so this means that every single incidental book that you find will be a bit later down the line. To your horror, you see that every single cow in the Butterfield dairy herd is now an ungolith, an infernal cow spirit bound in stone. They're not dangerous unless you get near them. Lockpicking 2 and a needle. Get me in there. Get me in there. And a needle for my efforts. Come on, toy box. Toy skeletons. Salvage what you can. Tainted milk. Pile of boards. Wow, they had a lot of spare churns in here. Increases your mysticality by 11. Jesus. Okay. We're getting a lot of stuff for mysticality. Damn. Alright. Your pants, your boots, your food. Alright, we're gonna eat this apple pie. Can't eat because you're already too full. What? Do I have enough experience? Hold on. I have enough to upgrade my snakes. We have tween snakes now. Mysticality affects the amount of damage you do with spells and the amount of damage you take from spells. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. Maybe that could be good. Wait, hold on. I think we do want more mysticality in that case because I don't think stench resistance is doing anything for us. We already ate and drank, didn't we? Your booze. Maximum HP by 5. Dirt water bourbon. Oh, there we go. Trying to strain as much of the dirt out as possible through your teeth as you do so. You don't do a very good job at it. Look at your stats. Oh! Stomach, liver, spleen. Okay, so I can do another drink. I don't know what uses the spleen. Moxie by 5, increase all stats, increase your max HP by 10, increase your speed by 3, but reduces all the other stuff. Mysticality by 3, but reduce the other stuff. We'll have a mug of cactus beer. And then what is spleen? Spleen is potions. I see. So we can drink another potion. Increase your moxie by 3. Speed by 3, reduce the other stats. Mysticality by 3. Tainted milk. Mysticality by 11. Speed by 5. I assume, honestly, what's our speed at right now? Our speed is 6. How much does it reduce it by? 5? We don't really need to act fast, and I think having good mysticality for this fight would be really useful. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, stuff is definitely not safe to drink. Fine. It increases your speed, I see. There's an effectively infinite number of ungoliths here. Oh, it's just the one? Okay, I assume it's immune to poison. Right? Oh wow, that's quite a lot of damage. Ow. Not immune to poison. Noted. Menudo Geode, Brass Bull Ring, Cow's Eye. Increase your moxie by 6 for the rest of the day. Walk among them. Okay, well, yeah, I fanned the hammer once and you're dead. Oh, it's immune to poison. Okay, my bad. I fucked up. This is an infinite grind location. There are ones with snakes and ones with skeletons in other places. I see. So I assume that Susie would have gotten experience from cow spirits. Gotcha. Alright, so it's immune to poison, so I fucked up. Just keep us alive, Alice. Howdy, Kaylee. Good to see you. I think we just blast him and get a big man next turn. Got him. Alright. Off to K Ridge Mine. Pass an abandoned campsite. Open it up with the crowbar. Full canteen, ranch dressing, surgical gin, bottle of laudanum. In a manner of speaking. Any ore veins? We'll get some barrel cactus. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellow who used to work this mine. First one is labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. Second one is covered in some kind of white goo. Third one is labeled Loose Common Bed and has a combination lock. Open the first locker. Ellsbury's helmet, bottle of laudanum. Open the second locker. You open the door to reveal a skeleton. Let's go! Covered in the same white goo. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his coworkers played a prank on him while they stuffed him into his locker and then filled it with shaving cream. Can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful murderous intent. I see. Well, it's snake time, baby. Oh, you upgraded our snakes too, so they're even better. 10 damage, you say? Interesting. Not enough to be a meaningful dent in our action economy. The very visible... Sorry. Well, it would be visible if they had them, but the invisible hand of my free snakes will destroy you. Skeleton bones, skull chips, handful of loose teeth. No comment from Alice? I see. Mind-splaining. How much experience do we have right now? 78. It's 500 for the next snake upgrade. Van Hammer. AP cost 3. Each attack deals 3 more damage. Shoot your target 3 to... Oh, hold on. There was a... Yes, there was a horse slider for horse speed. So if we upgrade Fan the Hammer, assumedly we will be able to shoot more times than one. And it might even cost less AP. Venomous Teenage Snake. I see. Oh, hold on. Upgrade Glamour, for sure. I think Gumption does give AP, yeah. So we want to upgrade that a bit, too. Exposed. More Mind-splaining. Hey, we can upgrade Gumption now. Whoa, this just opens into a 30-foot shaft. Tie a rope to the crossbeam. Let's go. More meat. Extras from Mind-splaining. More meat, extra from Mind-splaining. More meat, extra from Mind-splaining. More meat, extra from Mind-splaining. It's not a circle, not a loop. It's a spiral. More meat, extra from Mind-splaining. More meat, extra from Mind-splaining. What do I have now? 48? Let's save up for that next Gumption upgrade. I think that's good. Meat, extra from Mind-splaining. More meat, extra from more meat, extra more meat, extra from Mind-splaining. There we go. Upgrade the Gumption. More meat, extra from Mind-splaining. Take the pick. Extra pickaxe. Nice. If a meteor happens again, we're good to go. Alright, well, I'm sure that was all scary business. Is that one translucent? It seems to be. Spiraling shape is starting to make you feel sick. Is this a bad thing happening, or? I'm sure we're fine. This is the spot Curly's toilet notes mentioned. Curly's compass! This is Curly Butterfield's compass, but that dude must have always been lost, because this thing points every which way but north. Neil is pointing generally northwestish. I see. We never did find that locker combination. Alas. Alright. Off to Fort Alldead. Come upon a rushing river, which a family of 4 is attempting to cross. However, the bridge is only wide enough for 2 at a time, and they only have 1 lantern to light the way. Help them solve this puzzle. Find another path. Okay, let me see. Curly's compass. Pointing more or less straight west. Okay, I had a feeling. How's it going, Alice? Holy goddamn. Yeah, this is a little intense. We have to do something about this immediately. Any ideas? Well, only way I can think to get rid of all these things all at once would be to poison them somehow. This is very doctorly. What, you never heard of a vaccination? Look, would you rather fight an army of skeletons all at once or find a way to slip something into their food supply nice and quiet like? Beg your pardon, excuse me, sorry. There's no force in the universe that can get the tarp off of this crate. Table has a little model of the region on it. Deploy forces. You can probably get this army to attack a place by putting your little toy skeletons on the diorama thing. Don't deploy to anywhere just yet. Hold on. Flush this one. Flush this one. Skeleton spore. This isn't as gross as you'd think. It's basically just dust. Free experience. Barracks. Open it. Needles! Hardtack, army trauma field kit. Open it. Full canteen. Full canteen. Incendiary bullets. Skeleton bone. Handful of loose teeth. Nice. The gains we're getting from this place. Examine it. Pick up a box at random and read it. Cured spiders. Look at something else. Cured bat wings. Dehydrated hair. Stewed tongues in mustard. Smoked crickets. Creamed maggots in oil. Sugared chalk. Brandied termites. Brandied oyster shells in mustard. Desiccated vulture feathers. Crushed mold. Roasted crushed mold? That's just Stormlight Archive drugs. Salted dirt. Brandied skin. Pureed tongues in soda. Salted blood. Jellied grubs. Jellied grubs? We have that in the Discord. Salted skunk kidneys. Jellied tongues in lard. Candied skunk kidneys. Pureed grubs in mustard. Sugared ants. Cured grubs. I'm glad they're feeling better. Alright, we're not going to poison their water supply just yet because we may be able to use them. Trash can? No way, not without some stench Hold on. Hold on. I've got just the thing. Old patrol cap. Oh, you have some new hats. +3 mysticality, +2 armor, +4 moxie. Yeah, we don't really need moxie for much. +3 pistol attack damage. Okay, well, I guess having a little more moxie didn't hurt. What does armor do? Is armor just like flat damage reduction? Excuse me. Oh, another summoning circle. Nice. Cryptic note about ley lines. There's an evil-looking leather-bound tome. Introductory Nex-Mex. Read it. It seems to have been written by one of the Necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers, who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their stations and reporting back to the Necromancer. But the entry ends abruptly in the middle of the sentence. Fascinating. No name on the stone. Okay. Hold on. Offhand things to re-equip our beams. Let's ride on out of here for now. We never went to Dynamite Dan's. Open it with your crowbar. Free shit. Dynamite Dan's discount warehouse. Yep. That's about what I expected to find here. Alright. Off to the railroad camp, because we have enough dynamite. Snake Spring. Well, I won't say no to getting any snake oil. Thank you very much. Can we make any right now? Nope. Well, perfect. Time to restock. Oh, this place is just pouring with snakes. Got the jump on them. Alright, well, I got a snake of my own, don't I? Blast them! One down. Okay. The action economy is looking a little skewed right now, but as soon as we get more snakes than they have, we're in. We win. Heal this one, and then we're done. They're done for. It's over. It's no use! You know what? We don't need it, but another snake will never hurt anybody. Heal my snake, please. Snake fight, snake fight. Look at all that snake skin we're getting, baby. Like 2 venom and 3 medicine. These snakes don't have enough skin on. No, what? Oh, this is infinite snakes? Infinite snakes for what? That I can just harvest forever? Oh. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Infinite snakes that I can harvest for 3 action, 15 poison. I'm gonna be doing some grinding off stream, chat. I'm gonna be doing just a little bit of grinding off stream, I think. You mean there's just free snakes out there that you can just take? Oh no. Okay, no, we're fine. Another snake. You know what? Heal this snake even though he doesn't need it. Government doesn't want you to know this. There are many snakes out there that you can just take at your leisure. I recommend visiting the north here. There's a location you want to visit. I see. Snake spleen, venom bladder, more poison. Awesome. This place rules. I love it here. Oh, we need foraging too. All right. You said wander north of here? Property of Fort All Dead Library. These are the bags. Modern snake oiler! Let's go. Destroyed campsite. Go there now? Sure. Okay, hold on. First of all, modern snake oiler. Strong medicine. Quick on the draw. Skill that increase. Just more speed? I would prefer more speed. Must have dropped it while you were moving so fast. Hold on. Quick draw, quick on the draw. Oh, yeah, okay. Just a skill that increases my speed. Shoot Nanny is AoE poison. That's true. But soon my snakes will be poisonous. That is a real mess. Looks like it was trampled by a whole herd of cows. Something odd about it, though. Search it. Potted meat. Most of the contents are trash from being stomped on. You do find a dented can of potted meat, though. You also notice that the knapsack has a knife sheath to the side, but you don't see the knife anywhere. Or knife sheath on the side. You don't see the knife anywhere. Yikes, you think maybe this used to be a person? Or diagnosis doc? Cause of death, hit by a freight train. It tracks us here. Cow tracks, though. It could have been cows, I suppose. There's a leg missing, though. Cows aren't meat eaters. Well, neither are trains. Follow the tracks. Follow the tracks for 100 yards or so, after which they suddenly stop. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest nearby. Well, darn. A nearby hissing sound alerts you to the presence of a snake, or at least something that sounds like a snake, which turns out to be a goblin cooking flapjacks on a flattened baking hot rock. The grayish batter sizzles as the goblin pours out some more, and then they look up and give you a surprised look. Hey, what? Hey, what? A human? Hey, what are you doing out? What's it doing out here, you? You to thieving flapjacks, maybe? Nope. Talk to it. Be calm. I will not jack your flaps. Did I say that wrong? I will not flap your jock jams to flapping? Please, what you wanting? Distract it and pick its pocket. To waiting, and looking behind, many snakes to approaching, unheard for flapjacks are sizzling. Snakes? These are delicious ingredients. I agree, but I am not seeing snakes. Never to minding. I mistake. Perhaps a stick? Goodbye. I to leaving. Awesome. I heard there's an unusual sight. An old boat out in the middle of the desert. If this were a beach, you would call it beach, but you can't call it deserted. Because there's someone in it. That someone is a skeleton wearing a helmet with horns on it. She looks pretty bored and is idly polishing the dragon-headed prow of her ship. You think maybe she's been here for a very, very long time indeed. Well, obviously we gotta fight. Because that's a skeleton to kill to upgrade Alice. So, the snake economy is booming. It's never been better. And you can't do enough damage to kill any of my snakes, so you lose. God, I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh, baby. This shit rules. I win. Rusty old Viking helmet, skull chips. Alice studies the remains of your undead foes. Get some coffee. Got a perk, green thumb. I wonder what that does. Whistle for secretary. You hear a rattling noise behind you, another rattling noise off to your left, and a third rattling noise somewhat up ahead. You conclude that either you stumble into a nest of babies or a nest of rattlers. A quick glance confirms that it's the latter. Not unexpectedly, this is no place for babies. Fight them. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, now, I could summon snakes. However, well, no, the snakes are going to do probably about like 14 damage, right? Yep. Easy money. Always summon snakes. Always summon snakes. Always bet on snakes, baby. Always bet on snakes. Always bet on snakes. 15 snake spleen, rattlesnake skin. Let's go. We're gonna wander like one more time. Open it with your crowbar. Free shit. Wander one more time, perhaps. Starting to see a hellcalf pawing the ground and eyeing you with ill intent in its dead black demonic eyes. Charge it. Alright. Get fucked. You're done. I love poison. Extra thick leather. Distract him and steal his gun. Find a bandit. Oh, hold on, bandit. Wait. I have an idea. I know what I want. Set him on fire so that maybe, perhaps, we will get human ashes when he is dead. And then, of course, poison him. Because fuck you. Thick quilted pants, black hat. Damn. Well, so much for that. Just free I can just do this forever, get free shit forever. Howdy, Jelly. Oh, it's Wandering Sally again. Do you have any lockpicks? No, you still have my boots, though. Okay. Let's check out the new stuff we got. Black hat. Thick quilted pants. Plus 10 max AP. What pants do we have right now? Plus 3 armor, minus 2 moxie. That's definitely better. Still definitely the good thing to have right there. Pistols. Toilet pistol is... We're probably going to use that for the rest of the game, I would say. New hat, plus 1 armor. Which is just worse than this hat. Straight up. What about the snake skin we got? Rattlesnake skin. Put on your hat to add plus 3 muscle. I don't think we really need that. Wander around Fort Aldead. On it. Worst smelling snake. We're gonna fight the snake. Obviously, we gotta fight the snake. Fan the hammer. Boom, boom, boom. Blast him. And then shoot him. You're poisoned for 60. You're dead. Great Western Turtle Snake. Snake liver, snake liver. You elect not to keep the skin from this. What? Come on. That's free snake skin. Let's wander a little with your crowbar. A lot of free... Wow. A lot of free shit. Oh my god. Is that because our gumption is so high? Or not our gumption, but the other one. Lodestone ring, smelling salts, orthopedic boots. What is all of that? Plus 20 maximum HP. But our AP, we want more AP. We want more AP. Also, lodestone, 20% to meat gains. Absolutely. Money is on sale. Yeah, we'll fight it. Why not? I think it's immune to poison, which could be a problem. Or it would be a problem if we didn't have snakes on hand. Ow. That was extremely mean and rude of you. Get him. Get him. Wait, no, the snake needed healing. Oh, thank God. We're fine. Nicely done. Cow fangs, cow tongue. We'll explore one more time. Talk to it in goblin tongue. A rustling sound in the bushes draws your attention. You decide to investigate, because that's what adventurers do. No matter how bad of an idea it will probably turn out to be. The rustling turns out to be a goblin. A goblin wearing... clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels, and mostly failing. Eventually, they give up on tumbling practice and start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. Wow, hello? Hello, hi! What you two doing? I am learning to juggle. I am to learning a juggle. He tosses a single ball up in the air, but distracted by a conversation, misses the catch. Okay, but why? A clown becoming, joining the circus, far to traveling, far to traveling, and then to popping. Popping? No, never mind. Kill the clown. Blam, blam. Oh my god, Sally Mae! Not Sally Mae. I don't know why I call her Sally Mae. Who am I thinking of as Sally Mae? Alice is dead, but it's fine. Shiny ball! Awesome. Oh, another big old snake. Blam, blam, blam. Hopefully not immune to poison. Oh, good. All right. Nice. You're poisoned for 60. You're dead. Howdy, little cactus. Certainly the game for you on display right now. All right. That said, it is 3, so I gotta go. I gotta hightail it on out of here. Let's make a bunch of poison and medicine. And then I don't think we need to save, so that's... Well, hold on. Can we level up? We have 200 or so? Should we save up to get another snake upgrade? It's 500 for the next snake upgrade. Glamour. That gives us another AP. How'd you know I love goofy cowboys? It's just a hunch. Should find the circus by wandering around here? I see. Level 3 Hornswogglin. Level 3 Hornswogglin would be pretty good. It would be pretty good. Bad medicine is a free action, though, and it would benefit us if it were a better free action. First, do no harm, is how that oath you didn't take starts. Not kinda sucks? I see. I think I want to save up for Deploy Snake, but we're gonna call it there. Is there anyone live that we can raid in the community right now? Anyone that I know? Does not appear to be. Man, I just joined. I know. It was a bit of an early stream today. We'll be back tomorrow in the afternoon time slot. Thank you. This is great. I had a great time. I'm really enjoying this. We're probably going to go long tomorrow, depending on how long it's going to take us to beat the game. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. It's very light on the RPG elements, and I feel like I have a build that I like. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if I've made this known. I love poison mechanics in video games. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, and it's not like I like poison damage or I just like poison mechanics, whatever they are. I don't know what it is. I just fucking love poison mechanics in games. Like when I play Slay the Spire, silent every time. What about like bleed or fire or any damage over time? It's not about the utility. It's about the flavor. It's not about the utility at all. If fire did the same thing as poison, if bleed did the same thing as poison, I don't give a shit. Because they're not poison. I like poison. Poison Welchan makes more sense now. A lot more sense. Although, I didn't design her, so I'm allowed to take the get out of jail free card on that one. Whoever designs Spittoon-chan will have no excuse, however. But yeah, that's gonna be all from me. Big stretch. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow around 4 p.m. EST with more West of Loathing. Till next time, have a good one, folks. Did you just draw someone else's design? I drew the character. The one in the kimono was my design that I came up with for it. Little alternate outfit. But yeah, have a good one, folks. See ya.